So make sure YouTube is up. Okay, we're up. Did you guys see the whole thing with Twitch? They just added a what do you call it? They changed the rules about the multi-chat, so now you can combine chats and things like that. They're like, well, you're still responsible for like what gets put on your chat, but the thing is, it's like, okay, you're responsible for what's on your chat, which has always been a thing. But now they're like, okay, now we're gonna be able, like, now you guys are able to combine the chats. Now, a lot of people thought it wasn't necessary, like it was like that rule wasn't even necessary, and I wholeheartedly agree. So it was pretty crazy. All right. I gotta fix them. All right. So we got Mr. Legendary Drops. Let's go ahead and get this going. Camera, focus. Do your job and focus. No. It's because the light color, or the color of the lights. Gosh dang it. All right, there you go. So it's not as many distractions, if that makes sense. Because when the lights change, like in the background, like these ones back here, like when they start changing and everything, or when they do the little flickering thing, the camera's like, ooh, you know, type of thing. So yeah, it's one of those numbers, dude. Also, it's cold today. It's really cold. It's very, very cold. All right. So I'm gonna copy. So these are the videos. That's legendary drops. I'll put legendary drops, and then and I'm gonna copy this one, and this is Blame Truth. There. Oh, actually, I'll put a link first, and then Blame Truth. There you go. All right. So you guys got them. Got it good. Let's check out the first one.
Ring. Yes, hello.
Stop it. Okay. It's so finicky, so touchy. Like, I don't know. Anyway, here we go. So we all know this is Mr. Legendary Drops, and he is talking about there's no way that they're this stupid. And I believe this is the stuff that's going on with Microsoft and Xbox and things like that. So we'll see what it is. I haven't even seen this or anything, so let's get into it. Let's see what happens.
Ring. Yes, hello. Microsoft speaking. What's that? Just give the players what they're asking for? No. We hate money. What am I supposed to say about Xbox?
I don't know.
You know, when you think things can't get worse, they always just seem to find a way. I've always said that Microsoft is just a plague inside the games industry, honestly, any industry that they dwell in, where they're just slowly but surely consuming everything in their path, ruining franchises in studios, all while trying to find more ways to make you pay and also keep you within their ecosystem. It's
like when they tell you, it's like when somebody's like, hey, you can't do this, like you can't do a backflip, and somebody's like, hold my beer. Like, this is where the hold my beer thing comes into play, pretty much.
Working. Not in the sense that Xbox is working, that's definitely not working, but working in a sense that they are dragging the industry kicking and screaming towards a future none of us want.
Yeah.
Xbox is a console brand. That's done. That's been done. It's been done for like 20 years at this point. It's all but dead. Collapsing sales, games that nobody seems to care about, and they have about as many wins as hockey players have teeth. So you would think at some point these guys would be like, we got to do something different. We got to change things. Well, they did. Just not in the way that anybody would want them to.
Yeah.
If you guys somehow missed the news, Phil Spencer is now out as CEO, and they have replaced him with somebody who has no experience in gaming. No, instead they come from AI, from marketing, from digital grocery stores, all things that we find very essential in the games industry. Let me tell you that right now. And now, if you guys actually think that this is just Microsoft doing this for no reason, wait till you see what they have in store. It is far more insidious than you could possibly ask for. This company does not care about games.
Nope.
They don't care about the hobby. They don't care about their own customers. The only thing that they want to do is remove your sense of ownership, make you live inside AI, push you through a subscription treadmill, and feed you more ads than you will ever play video games. And
I said it, I think it was last year or the year before. I said it in a video, and I was like, it sucks because I'm a huge Xbox fan. I have all the consoles and everything, and I've been playing it ever since the release of it. I always, I said it, and I was like, I hate to say this, but it's where it's going. Xbox is becoming a service more than a game, like more than actual like games and stuff. It's becoming like an actual live service. So it's like subscriptions, other products, things like that. They just they're avoiding games or trying to like die down the games, which I think is really dumb, because that's what you get. That's what Xbox is founded off of. They're trying to do other things, but keep the Xbox name. So, example, I guess you would say, those that do not know, the whole esports thing with FaZe Clan, right? FaZe Clan was, a trick shotting community. Was just a group of friends that were like, hey, it was just trick shot. Like we do trick shotting, we make Call of Duty content. Wanted to grow, like have each other grow together to have like big YouTube channels and make a name for themselves, right? That's what happened. But then there was, some suits that came in. They said, hey, we know how to make this a lot better, get you guys better deals and things like that. And that's how they got the deals with like McDonald's, Porsche, and things like that. But in the end, those suits screwed a lot of people over, and screwed people out of just positions and also just out of the group. So what happened was, somebody wanted to take it all back. So they did, and they kicked a lot of people out. And then they tried to bring it back, but even that didn't work out. So remember, things can only happen once. So when it comes to a lot of things, when they say want to revive something, it's very hard to believe, because once you do it, like when you do it once and it does very successful and then it ends and you're trying to bring it back, it's kind of hard for the lightning to strike at the same position more than one time.
It all starts,
excuse me,
with this new CEO.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Xbox. Hello, Microsoft Gaming. In 1997, Apple was dying. After just a few years of failed products and half-baked projects, they had no identity, no direction, and the rest of the world had basically written them off. They decided that it was over, but then the company went and they did something desperate. They brought back the guy they fired. Apple buys Next, which was Steve Jobs' software company, just to get him back in the building. And once he's in, he takes a machete to the place. He slashes their entire product lines, kills entire projects, and on his way back to being CEO, he fires 4,100 people.
Damn.
Brutal, focused, and filled with conviction. After just a few years, Apple was a juggernaut. The iMac, then the iPod, then the iPhone, all these revolutionary products that were made with the user in mind. These guys saved themselves by narrowing their vision and putting a product-obsessed psycho at the top that only cared about what products felt like to customers. I'm telling you this right now because in business school, they taught this like it was the alphabet. When a company is headed off a cliff, the first thing they look to change is the CEO. And almost every single CEO hire ends up falling into the same archetype: the fixer, the culture builder, the veteran, or the product visionary like Steve Jobs. You can watch this play out basically across every single industry forever. So I expected to see the same thing from Xbox because, I mean, look at where these guys are right now. Yeah. They close more studios than games they release. They put ads on the home screen of the console that you pay for. They are pushing ads through xCloud. They've rapidly increased.
Well, hold on. I will say, when it comes to the ads, they've always had that. They had that since the Xbox 360 when they really pushed Xbox Live. You can opt out of it if you were if you were considered if you had your account set to family, like when you create your Xbox Live account and you're set to family and stuff. And by the way, you couldn't change it. But if you had it like set to recreational or underground, which means I think it was underground. When you set it to underground, you got those ads, but they also offered there's free demos that came out for games, so that's why a lot of people did. So that was a win. So again, ads were always been there. They've been there. It's just, I don't know.
The prices of Game Pass. The last hike was a 50% jump, and it pushed subscribers to cancel at such a volume that it actually crashed their own subscription website. Xbox console sales are at a historic 12-year low, all pushed by some of the worst marketing that I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, because freaking shot up to it's again, and that's something that I don't understand. The price goes up on the consoles, and it's a console that has been out for what, 5 years ish, like 5-ish years. So it doesn't make sense at all. Is it 5 years? I can't remember, but you guys get the gist of it. Like, as the years go by, the console, like, the value for the console should go down because, I mean, there's nothing new that happened. There's nothing new that came out or anything like that. It's just, they're like, oh, we just think it's better to put the price up. Wrong.
Everything is an Xbox, which blurred the idea of what an Xbox even is, to the point that over the holidays, they were outsold by a bootleg Kinect for 5-year-olds.
Yep.
Their crown jewel in Call of Duty just had one of its worst years in the history of the franchise. At nearly every single Xbox release that we have seen published by their platform since Starfield has barely gotten noticed. Avowed.
I will say that, well, not that, but I will say for Call of Duty, I would say that's like the only good thing that came out of, and I know people are going to hate me for this, but I feel like it came at like Microsoft buying Activision was somewhat of a good thing because they kept doing the exclusivity with Sony that fucked over everybody else. If you had Battle.net, which was Activision Blizzard, if you had Xbox, if you had anything other than PlayStation, you got screwed out of content. It was like, oh, there's a PlayStation exclusive. If you buy the game on PlayStation, you get this cool skin, or you get this weapon blueprint that they had in, I think, Modern Warfare 2 of 2022 that you were able to get. That's only if you were a PlayStation player. That's it.
Towerborn, Outer Worlds 2, Gears of War Reloaded, Doom the Dark Ages. These releases have been so lackluster or completely off the mark that barely anybody has any real faith in what's coming next. When you see a brand that is falling off this hard, this fast, something has to change. Something has to be done. Something has to give. You need the fixer. You need the product visionary. You need somebody that can come in and disrupt this direction and force a turn. More than anything, you need a change that will affect your customers. Something that...
What you need to do is you need to stop taking... And this is just any game studio in the world. You need to stop taking your juggernaut IPs and your franchises and then trying to change every single aspect of it, and then where it's basically unrecognizable, right? And the only thing that you're leaving is the name. You need to stop doing that, because then if you do not know, they're probably doing it, which is intentional, or they may not know, but they're trying to rewrite history when it comes to these games. Like, remember, so the brand new Fable that comes out, that's going to be coming out soon. That game is called Fable, right? But there is a original Xbox title called Fable as well. So what does that mean? When Fable comes out, and give it like about 2 years afterwards, when you go on Google and you search Fable, it's going to pull up the latest one. It's not going to pull up the original. You would have to add something in there to do the original. If they were smart, they would say, like, they call it Fable, like something else. They'd be like, the story of Fable or something like that. Like, they wouldn't just call it Fable like they have with the original game. If that makes sense.
It's going to build confidence or curiosity. And Microsoft, well, they just went and did the opposite. Announced just a few days ago, after 17 years with Xbox and nearly 3 decades with Microsoft, Phil Spencer has officially retired, and his once-thought replacement, the president of Xbox, Sarah Bond, has seemingly been pushed out the door soon after the announcement.
Konnichiwa Mini-san. Exuboxu no Sarah des.
Replacing Phil Spencer is Asha Sharma, the president of Core AI for Microsoft. Its work history includes Instacart, the online grocery store, Meta, working for Instagram, and being a sitting board member of, get this, the Home Depot. Honestly, I actually feel like these guys could have done a better job just picking up somebody from outside of a Home Depot. Sorry, that was low-hanging fruit. Where do I even start? Look, I'll be the first one to say that I've been calling for a leadership change from Xbox for years. I've always liked Phil Spencer as a gamer, but I've never liked this guy as a CEO. His biggest accomplishments are Game Pass and the death of console exclusivity. And yes, I love that these guys got rid of console exclusivity. It's a massively pro-consumer move, but what does that matter if
it's a pro-consumer move, but then it also destroys product. It destroys like hardware as well. PlayStation, they still have exclusivity of games. Now, I would say if they were to remove exclusivity for like other titles coming out, sure. But if there's a legacy exclusivity like Forza, Halo, things like that, just keep it to Xbox, because those are the flagship titles that made the game. Gears of War, same thing. Those are the flagship titles that made the game. If you want to play those games so bad, get an Xbox or get a PC. That's it. It's just like how with Xbox players, when it came to Helldivers 2 and things like that, guess what I had to do? I had to buy either a PC or buy a PlayStation. And guess what? I built a PC.
If the games aren't worth playing, because under Spencer, nearly every single first-party release has just been absolutely garbage. These guys have just completely lost their place in the industry. Gears of War is borderline forgotten. 343, Halo Studios, has been dragging Halo through the mud for over a decade. Fable looks like it's just British Dragon Age the Veilguard. Obsidian's devs are more interested in dunking on Elon Musk online than actually making something that people actually want to play. Activision just dropped what might be the worst Call of Duty ever. And the best thing that we got out of Bethesda is a remake of a nearly 20-year-old game that was made by a third-party studio. Now, before anybody hits me with Game Pass is a win, no, it is not. I am against subscription services flat out. I think they are toxic for the games industry. I get why people like them. I get why it feels like a deal, but we already know where this road ends because we watched it happen with TV and movies. Cheap entry, then the price hikes, then the tiers, then the ads, then the nickel and diming, and Microsoft has already been poking at that exact future for quite a while now.
Yep, what they should have done was they should have done, God damn it, what was the name of it? Sorry. What they should have done was actually just keep it how it was. Have the Xbox, what was it called? Xbox Live, Xbox Live Gold memberships. And then every month you have the games with Gold where you can get 2 or 3 free games if you have your membership. And that's it. And the thing is, when you had your membership, as long as you got it, when you had a Gold membership, you have the game forever. They're trying to do this whole thing where, oh yeah, if you don't have, like, you have games for, or not games for Gold, you have the Game Pass, so you get to play this game and play this game, play this game and have this game, right? But then once your Game Pass ends, they're just like, oh yeah, you're no longer available to play this game, which is stupid.
Now, them getting rid of Sarah Bond, I have no problem with that. I genuinely do not know what Microsoft thought they were doing with that hire. Another marketing-first executive that more looked like a PR move after the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. A nice, clean, inclusive face to put on after all the lawsuits. And now it's coming out that people didn't even like working with her. And she was the key architect behind the genius strategy of everything is an Xbox campaign, so nobody had any reason to buy the damn console. But here's Microsoft, yet again, seemingly making the exact same mistake with their next CEO. Now, it's like I said earlier, leadership changes like this are supposed to stabilize the brand, improve the image, restore confidence, give people something to look forward to, not light your last bit of credibility on fire. And instead of replacing Phil Spencer with somebody that the audience recognizes, somebody with experience, somebody with actual credentials, Microsoft replaces him with an unknown quantity whose background is in AI, marketing, and social media. Now, I've already seen the criticisms fire up online. People are not happy that she does not have a background in gaming. Now, I've also seen spineless journalists line up to forgive it, likely just trying to get there to maintain their access. Christopher Dring of the games business tweeting out, "You don't have to be a gamer to work in games. You don't have to have a gaming background to run a game company. The industry could do with some outside thinking, frankly." God, these people are so insufferable and dishonest. What is...
But yeah, at least have some knowledge in the, like, in what you're going to run or what you are working in. Like, have knowledge of it. Even as a person that working in the game industry, if you want to be a game designer for, I don't know, Bungie or okay, Bungie's not a good example. Let's say From Software, right? You want to be like a level designer at From Software because you just because how you like medieval games and things like that, but you've never played a From Software game. Don't you think you'd want to study up on it? Like, what do the levels look like? What the levels look like? How do they feel and everything? Yeah, you'd want to, get some ideas of, of like what the levels and stuff that they are known for, and then either do some mock-up level designs, like some blockouts and things like that, and have that ready to go, because if not, they're gonna be like, well, you never played our game, you never did this, what's the point? I'll give you a great example. A great example is I have a story. I tried to apply for EA again, and this was for the Orlando office, and we all know the Orlando office is EA Sports. They're doing I think it's the new Madden. They wanted to be they needed a senior QA tester. And then I was like, okay, yeah, well, I was a QA tester for Apex and Battlefield for a year. Let me go ahead and put in for it. So I put in for it, and I got a call, and they said we want to do like a little call interview from, I guess, from their hiring manager or whatever. And they asked me questions. They said, have you played have you played any Madden games in the past? And I was like, I played some in a while ago, I'm just being honest. I played them a while ago. And I also played some college football games like a while ago too. And like, do you have like knowledge of it? Like, are you a fan of it and stuff? And I'm just like, and again, I was being honest with it. I was like, it's not like a very big thing of mine. Like I'll play here and there, but it's not like a big thing. And guess what? I didn't get the job. Clearly I didn't get the job. So, and the reason why is because they're looking for somebody that really loves the game, that's really into it, things of that nature. So there was that, I have another story of applying for the game industry. It's insane, but it'll be another time.
What is wrong with them? Why are they like this? We are not talking
The other one involves
about who's
Microsoft.
allowed to work in games. We're talking about the person who has the power to decide what games even are moving forward. And for somebody that's quite literally working for the biggest game publisher in the entire world. This is a CEO that's not just running a company. They are setting incentives. They are deciding whether the goal is a great game or a monetization trap, whether the product is a console or a subscription, whether the players are players or if they're users now. And when you put somebody into that seat that doesn't understand the culture, doesn't understand the audience, and doesn't understand the craft, you don't get outside thinking. You get a corporate replacement. You get a puppet. That's what you get. You get games that are going to be designed for what they think people should expect and what people should accept, not what people actually want. And if you can't connect with the people that are making games or the people that are playing them, well, then the obvious thing that you're building is nothing for us.
If I was the CEO of Xbox right now, if they were like, Alpha, you are the CEO of Xbox, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a bombshell. I'm dropping nukes on everything. And they'll be like, okay. And it's going to be a broadcast live. None of y'all going to know anything about it. It's going to be broadcast. Just give me a date. And they give me the date. And then that day happens, go live. And be like, we got a special announcement for everybody here at Xbox and all the players. Due to recent events, or not recent events, but due to past events will come with video games and us not doing well, and this is probably why I'll get fired as a CEO. But I'd be like, Xbox Game Pass is gone. No more. The only thing that we have that is a subscription base is we're bringing back Xbox Live. Xbox Live Gold. That's what we're bringing back. And also on top of that, we're bringing back games for gold, which means every single month you will get 3 free games that you can download for free. Full games that you can download for free. And if your subscription ends, if you purchase the game and if you download the game for free and your subscription ends later on, well, guess what? You still own those games. You were there when it was out for free. So, yeah. And it's like, until we can get games back, because that's what's gonna make Microsoft kick in a high gear. Be like, all right, we need to put out some games if we want to bring back these subscriptions, and so we need to put some games out there that people actually enjoy and that they resonate with and everything like that. They need to do that. That's where I'm going with it. That's what I would say. I'll probably last as a CEO for about probably a week, and then they tell me like, hey, I got to resign because of that. Or I get called into a board meeting, and they'd be like, well, why did you do that? Why not? Hear the consumers. Hear what they're talking about. Why are they complaining? Instead of just being like, well, let them be mad. Stupid.
This is not an outside thinker. This is an undercover agent posting gamer cred online from what looks to be a 1-month-old Xbox account with completion rates that makes it look like she's playing 80 hours a week. This is a CEO.
She's screen sitting.
Whose Twitter replies have people convinced that she's more AI than actual human.
That's
a
crazy.
CEO who is already speaking corporate parcel tongue. Return to play. We hear you. Vague nonsense that means nothing. And the whole exclusivity business? Come on, guys. What are you talking about? Talking like they're actually going to listen about exclusives, like Microsoft is going to walk away from the one lever that actually gives any of their releases any shot at profitability? That ship sailed a long time ago, especially when they do not have the games to command enough of an audience and they don't have the hardware sales to justify keeping those games locked away. I think that this CEO is a move towards what every single prior Xbox leader tried to spend years protecting the brand from: Microsoft. Whether it was Robbie Bach, Kevin Bacchus, the original Xbox team with Seamus Blackley, or even Peter Moore, the guy that actually helped turn Xbox into a household name, you hear the same theme and the same story over and over again. Keep Microsoft's hands out of it as much as possible, because Microsoft just doesn't understand the product or the players. They don't understand the culture, and every single time they get a little bit too close, they get the same kind of interference, forcing corporate priorities onto a player-facing problem.
Yep.
This does not feel like Xbox is choosing a new direction. This feels like Microsoft is finally walking in the front door, and I don't think people are ready for how bad things are about to get. Xbox, Microsoft, what were you thinking? Did you guys actually believe that you were going to be able to sneak this past the most terminally online community? Did you not believe that they are not watching every breath you take, every move you make? They'll be watching you by the police. Did you think they wouldn't sniff out the fact that you made an Xbox account just a month ago that's unlocking achievements that even some of the most hardcore gamers don't have? That this account is pushing hours that would make the unemployed blush? The unemployed, they recognize their own. You're not one of them. I have a very hard time believing that they are no-lifing video games while also in the transition of power to CEO, especially since their last position was the president of their AI division. I'm pretty sure they have plenty of other things to worry about right now. You guys didn't think of that. You guys didn't care. This is all a front.
Yep.
This is all them just trying to sneak their little soldier over enemy lines to come in and push their programs and their platforms and their services and their subscriptions and their AI. Everything they can do, everything they desperately want, ultimately trying to turn Xbox into the worst experience possible, because it's exactly what they've done to Windows.
Yeah. True.
You don't need to have experience in making games. Look at where that's gotten us. We've had plenty of outside thinkers. They're called shareholders, and look what it's done to the games industry. It's warped it into one of the most greedy, predatory, and hostile environments that I've seen for just about any other industry.
Yep.
It feels like every single year we grow further and further away from the game side of the video game industry. Everything is about cloud. Everything is about games as a service, games as a platform, microtransactions, engagement, whatever else they can get their hands on or whatever else they can dream up. And when I see a leadership change like this, this is a move further in that direction, pushing that direction. This is more about games as a service rather than games as games. This is
Yep, that is true. Very, very true. It's just like how that's why indie games are on the rise, and when shareholders and stuff and investors trying to say like, hey, oh, we really want to invest in your game to promote it and publish it and everything like that, a lot of people are like, nah, I'd rather just put it out just to see if people are gonna like it or if people aren't gonna like it. Also, if I want to know if I want to do marketing and things like that, I'll just do YouTube. The person that made Mugenics, apparently, I didn't even know this, he made a YouTube video saying, hey, there's a game that's coming out that I've been working on. It's called Mugenics, and it has, some of your favorite content creators as voice actors and actresses. If you guys want to check it out, it's on this date. That's all he did. That was the marketing. It was just a YouTube video. Didn't cost any money or anything like that. So we got our resources. We know how to put it all, like we know how to do it. It's just we have our resources to put stuff out there to publish and do marketing and things like that. It's just how we go by doing it. That's the thing. So yeah, it's just funny to me.
more about Xbox as a service rather than Xbox as a platform.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest, I think this goes a lot further than that. I think it gets a lot worse than this. I think that this is likely going to be the death of Xbox not only as a platform, but even as a publisher.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to take my word for that. Just listen to the guy that made Xbox. Now, I'll be honest, when I saw this leadership change, my first thought wasn't who is she? It was what does Microsoft want to do with Xbox? A lot of people still talk about Microsoft and Xbox like they're two separate things, but they never were and never will be. Xbox has always been a piece of Microsoft's bigger strategy, reaching more users and trying to stay relevant with the next generation. But even at its peak, Xbox is still just a rounding error in Microsoft's world. It's a small slice of their earnings, only 7%, while the rest of this company has been all in on AI and cloud. So when the new CEO is coming straight out of the AI side of the house, that doesn't read like we're here to fix games. It reads more like we're here to integrate Xbox into the rest of the machine, but apparently it's a lot worse than that. Games Radar just ran a piece titled Xbox will be sunsetted under new CEO, quoting original Xbox co-founder Seamus Blackley, saying her job was...
Hey, what's going on, Hans? I'm doing good. I'm just chilling, watching Canadian rage clips and reacting to losing the hilarious give me the Canadian oh goodness.
Basically palliative care to slide Xbox gently into the night. They write, original Xbox co-founder and console designer Seamus Blackley reckons it's no coincidence that Microsoft installed a core AI executive like Asha Sharma as the new CEO of the gaming arm. Rather, he sees Sharma's position as a sign that the non-AI business like Xbox will be sunsetted as Microsoft invests wholly in AI as its ultimate solution to absolutely everything. Xbox, like a lot of businesses that aren't core AI businesses, are being sunsetted, he said. They don't say that, but that's what's happening. I expect that the new CEO, Asha Sharma, her job will be the palliative care doctor who slides Xbox gently into the night.
Ooh.
Blackley also expressed confusion at Sharma's appointment, concluding that the logical explanation is that Microsoft, especially CEO Satya Nadella, wanted an AI person for what's viewed as an AI job. I imagine asking somebody if it made sense to put a major motion picture studio into the hands of somebody who didn't like movies, or a major record label into the hands of somebody who had never seen a live show, Blackley said. Why would you do that? Well, you would do it if you were looking at the problem in an abstract way. The natural consequence of the focus on AI is that AI abstracts every problem from the minds of executives who believe in it. We're abstracting the problem of games as well. That's a core belief, and you can see it in what Satya said, that AI will subsume games like it will subsume everything. Blackley stressed that it doesn't matter whether or not you agree with this view of AI or games, only that you recognize that Microsoft is indeed committed to AI. If anything, he said, it would have been shocking if they had someone in there in a meaningful role who was passionate about games, passionate about the creator-driven business of games, because it would be in direct conflict with everything Microsoft is doing. Microsoft is a company that is now enabling customers by enabling AI to drive things, Blackley said. That is at odds with the auteur model of any art, but specifically of games. Now, a lot of people are going to take this as anti-AI, but I don't necessarily think that it is. I think he's just talking about the direction that the company is headed in and how Xbox just kind of comes at odds to that. And I'm going to be honest with you, that almost lines up perfectly with how Microsoft has been operating. And it's coming from somebody who didn't just make Xbox happen. This guy fought Microsoft to make it happen. He helped build the console. And I mean, looking at Microsoft over the past couple of years, it's all been AI investment, cloud build out, data center expansion, and nonstop messaging about how AI is the next best thing, how we need to stop bullying AI, and how
This right here, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella really wants you to stop calling AI slop in 2026. We are beginning to distinguish between spectacle and substance. But then you hire somebody that is president of core AI of Microsoft. And then even she says AI slop.
how AI is going to subsume everything. They talk about it like a company that is adopting a religion. And once you start thinking like that, every product stops being the thing and starts being a vehicle, a surface, an endpoint, something to be able to integrate their strategy into, whether the customers asked for it or not. And that's why that line from Blackley really hits hard, abstracting the problem. If you truly believe that AI is the solution to everything, like a lot of these guys do, then games aren't a craft anymore. They're an input. Studios aren't the point. They're unnecessary. Creators aren't partners. They're users. And as a result, games and Xbox and everything in general just becomes collateral damage for a problem that they have abstracted a solution for. What I think people should try to take away from this is that if you're somebody like Satya Nadella and you genuinely believe that software as a service is over, that the whole process of making something, creating something, using software is dead because AI will do it, well, then you're basically admitting to what Blackley is implying. If software doesn't matter, well, then games don't matter. And if games don't matter, then what do you need a games business for? Nothing here spells anything good for Xbox. I don't like any of this. And I'm not even against AI. There are just way too many red flags here, and there's so much reckless abandon when it comes to personal sovereignty, ownership, and creative freedom. I am not on board with these people that want to treat AI like it's a miracle cure for everything. Nothing ever is. We do not even know what this is actually going to be good for in the long term. It hasn't even delivered on half of the promises that these guys are selling. The most consistent use case that I have seen is that it's getting better as a search engine. And even then, you need to be careful because, well, it likes to source Reddit a lot. And also, AI videos are getting pretty good, but it's also getting close enough to reality that it's going to start wreaking havoc on trust, credibility, fraud, safety, and security.
Yep.
It is a razor-sharp, double-edged sword that is being swung around by the richest people on Earth that do not have to live with any of the consequences.
Yeah, there's a video that or an Instagram post I saw from Deadmau5, and he was pissed off because he's like, I don't have a problem with AI. He's like, it's the generative AI. Somebody made a song using his voice and everything, and he wasn't aware of it. And he was like, dude, this is some terrifying shit. I don't like this. He's like, I didn't approve of this, and the song is completely crap. So when people like called out the person that did it because he wasn't promoting their track or anything, he redacted their name. But people were like, dude, this isn't Deadmau5 because first of all, Deadmau5 doesn't speak in any of his songs. He doesn't. He makes the track and everything. He doesn't sing. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't sing or anything like that. So first of all, that's not his track and everything like that. So it's just funny to me. It's just funny to me that and he calls people out. He calls out all the artists. He said, yeah, this ain't gonna be a thing. This is hell no. He's like, this is not gonna be a thing. We should not let this keep happening. Yeah, when it invades the creative space, and a lot of people really want it to be in the creative space where they're in this more of I want to get the most out of everything by not putting the work in. Yeah, good luck.
And you can already see what that mindset does. Look at the hardware market. The AI arms race is sucking up hardware like it's oxygen, and regular people are the ones that are fitting the bill. Higher prices, tighter supply, worse upgrades. That's the future that these guys are building. Not better products, just bigger machines, and all forcing you to adapt to it. When I look at where this is heading for gaming, I think the path is pretty obvious. They want you guys off of your own hardware and inside their ecosystem, paying for their subscriptions, getting fed ads any chance they can get, and all the freedom that they're selling, it's just freedom inside of a box. It's their systems, their models, their prompts, their rules. They get to control who gets access, for how long, for how much, and they get to control what you're allowed to make. They're going to sell it like you can do anything, but it's not anything. It's just whatever fits inside the cage that they built. I can already hear the comments now, but let these game developers get replaced by AI. These games suck. These game developers suck. Look, bad game developers is a management problem. That is not something for AI to solve.
Yeah,
Getting rid of these developers, you're just going to be left with the same idiots that are pushing a lot of these games.
Yep.
Some people shouldn't even have made it into the games industry. Absolutely.
True.
But AI does not solve taste. Taste is something that you cannot brute force. It is something that you have to develop through literacy, through knowing why one mechanic feels good and another feels hollow, through understanding pacing, tension, payoff, and restraint.
And that's the big one right there. It's about feeling, and not everything needs to be logical. I know males for males for the male brain, it's more of a logical sense. Females is more of a emotional sense. But you can't have one over the other. You gotta have the balance of two, because if not, we're basically we'll get an AI game where it's like, okay, this does this attack is coded to do this or whatever, or this character is needing to go from point A to point B, which is like jumping from a cliff into like a river to escape, but there's like no sense of urgency. It's just like character from cliff into water. That's it. That's pretty much that's what AI is doing. Having that human interaction, that human touch, I guess you would say, is more of a, it's like, okay, let's make it dramatic. Let's put the person's out of breath. The person does like a preparation jump, and then they just leap into the air, and then either flip or just go into a dive into the water. Things like that.
restraint. This is how we've gotten some of the greatest works of art. It's how we got Lord of the Rings. If the people that are making decisions do not have that literacy, if they do not understand people, culture, or craft, then giving them better automation doesn't solve the problem. It just lets them misunderstand you at an even greater scale. But I will say, even with all the money and pressure in the world, I don't think that the future is going to land the way that a lot of these executives think that it will, because I think they fundamentally do not understand the product that is being delivered. They do think it is a one-size-fits-all solution for just about everything. AI is not a consumer product. It's a tool. I may own a hammer, but I don't use it every day. A carpenter does. Some people are going to use it to make their workflows faster. Some industries are going to use it to automate repetitive tasks. That makes sense. That's where it belongs. But this idea that AI itself is going to be the next mass market entertainment platform, I just don't buy it. I don't see people just wanting to sit around prompting their own content into existence. We don't grow our own food, even though we could. We don't build our own houses. We don't sew our own clothes. We don't write our own music. We don't want infinite raw materials. We want something crafted by somebody else. We want taste. We want intention. We want something different. We want something outside of ourselves. And I think that's especially true in video games. They think that AI is the next thing to sell, but I think what people actually want is still just a video game.
We just want we want creativity from creative people, from artists. It doesn't matter if you're a game designer, if you're a musician, it doesn't matter if you're a painter. Like everybody's an artist. You're creating art. That's what you're doing. Even if you're programming it, you are making art. So that is something that people need to understand.
I'm going to say it again. I think that AI can be a great tool, but I do not see it being a consumer product.
Yeah.
Because
look at the cat.
Maybe it will be one day, but right now in its current iteration, I just don't see that being the case. These guys are walking around and they're offering solutions to customers for problems that they don't even have. You are fundamentally breaking the sales cycle. You're supposed to find a lead, qualify that lead, and then offer a solution. These guys, I'm turning to them and saying, I want better games. And they're like, what if you made your own? That doesn't fix my problem, nor is it what I want. I think that this is genuinely the end of Xbox, which is really sad because I loved Xbox. I really did. This is not the future that I wanted to see them live out. That's definitely for sure. I have some of the best memories on their platform, on a lot of their games. It's where I met most of my friends that I still play games with today.
Yep.
But this is the most self-inflicted downfall that I think we have ever seen. And these guys just continue to double down on the worst decisions possible. And it has weakened their platform. It's weakened their games. And Microsoft is not the kind of company that is going to try to fix it. They're just going to cut off the limb because they don't know how to fix it. Or in most cases, they probably think that something else is the new future, the better direction. And all this is going to do is it's just going to collapse the Xbox brand even faster and even further. Trust is already gone. I don't see anybody actually believing in the direction that this company is going in. And while I would love to see that future turn out to be bright, and I'd love to be proved wrong, I just don't see that being the case. I really don't.
Yeah.
I personally do not see a universe where this CEO comes in and revives Xbox. I am right with Blackley. I think that they are here to sunset this brand, to move them towards being an AI platform, to being a games as a service platform that lines up with everything that this company has been pushing, with xCloud, with Game Pass, with everything else. And I don't know what that means for the studios that are under them. I don't know what that means for the IP that's under them. I would hope that they sell off some of that stuff. I hope that they would give some of these developers a path to independence with a lot of these companies. But to be honest with you guys, looking at how hard they push into AI, there's a really good chance they're going to try to hold on to everything except for the people. And they're just going to use it as AI training data.
Yep.
It's a dark future, man. But realistically, if I'm putting myself in the seat of these executives, if I remove my understanding of games, of the industry, of common sense, that's what I would do. Because at least from a business perspective, it's the one thing that makes the most sense, especially looking at where investor money is at today. Because
exactly. My thing is, when it comes to just the gaming industry itself, like, and this is why we saw a lot of this is even before the whole Gamergate 2.0 or whatever with the DEI and stuff. A lot of industry veterans are leaving these studios that they had 10, 20 years working in, making colossal giants of titles, right? they're leaving and making their own studios. Was it Rebel Wolves? They came from CD Projekt Red that made The Witcher 3 and the Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3. Like, they left to make their own game. I wonder how that's working out. And things like that. So yeah.
If I do those things, if I say those things, investors are going to be happy. Customers won't be. But customers don't make my stocks go up. Investors do. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah. Definitely not one I was happy to make, that's for sure. If you guys did enjoy the video or you found it interesting or anything like that, share it. Share it with your friends. Share it on social media. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen. What direction do you think this is all going to go in? Definitely interested to see what other people are thinking. This has been a crazy development and a crazy week. I've been just wanting to make my video on Neo 3, but I can't. I've been trying to make a positive video, but I can't. It's not my fault, okay? I also still have to talk about PlayStation, all the nonsense these guys are getting up to as well.
Oh.
Anyway, catch you guys in the next one. Stay cool, stay righteous, stay safe. See you next in a couple days. Peace.
Yeah, that is crazy. But guys, that is Mr. Legendary drops himself. All right. Put out another banger video. Yeah. Give that man a follow, give him a like. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't. If you haven't, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, that's all I got. Xbox is cooked. Goodness gracious, people. It's crazy. Crazy time. Just crazy time. Let's see here. All right. We got one more. This one is Blame Truth the Codfather. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is Blame Truth the Codfather. It's a Battlefield video. It says they're actually doing it. We've been had, fellas. So let's see what's going on here. What is Blame Truth the Codfather? Here we go. Talking about this is actually a Battlefield one, and it says that they're actually doing it. We've been had, fellas. So here we go. Strap in. Let's see what he has to say.
Blame Truth here, and I meant to get this video out last night, but better late than never. I was feeling a bit off. I don't know if the people behind the Epstein redacted stuff are sticking some drugs in my water. I don't know what's going on, but I wasn't feeling the hottest. But today, I feel pretty damn good. So let's just address the elephant in the room with that thumbnail here. I wanted to cover this in detail in my last video, but some more details have come out behind the scenes. A source has spoken to me about some things.
Okay.
And guys, there's no nice way to put this.
Talk to me.
We have been had. We have been duped. They have lied to us, and it's not just EA and Battlefield, it's Call of Duty as well, because I have news pertaining to that too. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, though, I want to say if you guys could please like this video. I hope you enjoy the old school Black Ops 2 R870 gameplay, one of the best shotguns in Call of Duty history. This is legacy gameplay, of course, recorded off of the Xbox 360 back in like 2012, 2013, whatever.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, if you want to see more, drop a like, drop a support comment, talk about my super big, powerful AccuR.
Wait a minute. How the hell does he have footage from the way? I don't think. I think, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I'm like, how does he have footage from back in 2012? How does he have that? But I'm like, I think he just, there are people that still play Black Ops 2. Anyway.
See, and without further ado, let's just get right on into it because I got a lot I want to get off my chest.
I love that.
So the first thing I want to cover here, and I covered this briefly in my last video, but it's the Battlefield devs talking about why they're not bringing us a lot of content with Season 1 and Season 2. And they've already passed, and the content is just not there. They cited lack of resources. That was their excuse. The best-selling game in the past 3 years has a lack of resources. more resources. More resources. We just don't have enough. I'm sorry. I don't fucking buy it for a second. What a load of complete and utter bullshit. Who is buying this? How can a billion with a B, like, selling title lack the resources to bring us one? I'm not asking for like a fucking motherload here, but one remastered map from an old Battlefield title per season. But BT, more resources. Won't someone please think of the resources or lack thereof? I'm sorry. It's a load of shit. It's complete malarkey. Now, thankfully, Westy called this out, and he had a pretty good take on it. I feel like the allocation of resources in Battlefield 6 is more to blame than a lack. There's 4 studios working on this game. The resources are 100% there to be utilized. But work/time has been put into countless limited time modes and gimmicky features instead of into content players actually care about. Maps, weapons, vehicles, and gadgets. A fucking min, Westy. The solution is simple, but how long will it take to change direction? And he is absolutely right. The resources are going elsewhere. You can probably guess where, and I personally am not fucking happy about this one bit. They are ripping off Call of Duty's business model to a T. I've said it before, and they're doing it again in another way. I will get down to the nitty-gritty details. I'll get down to Activision and Call of Duty lying to us and fucking over like a random guy. I'm going to talk about all this stuff after a brief word from this video sponsor.
He's shooting everybody in the
kneecaps. If you guys
kneecaps.
find yourself just, I don't know, doom scrolling on your phone, a good way to make your time more productive, since you're already on your phone, is to check out Snaxy. Snaxy is a leading play-to-earn platform powered by Aniba. The Snaxy app allows users to discover premium mobile games, reach milestones, and redeem coins for real-world rewards. The variety on Snaxy is outstanding. There are 100 plus high-quality games, including RPGs, strategy, and puzzle games. Everything is legit. Like I said, it's powered by Aniba, who I trust for my gaming deals. There is a large gift card variety as well, from PayPal to Steam to Amazon. And right now, when you guys download the Snaxy app, you can get an up to $10 sign-up bonus for new users if you use my link in the video description or the pinned comment. So check out Snaxy, guys, and get paid while you play. All right, guys, welcome back to the video. I want to cover a snippet from Swaggylay's video titled, "There's Only a Skeleton Crew Left on Battlefield 6. And I also want to show you some evidence that is irrefutable. You cannot refute this. Guys, Battlefield 7 is going to come out within a year. That is where all the resources are currently at. I'm not kidding. And I am not making that claim out of thin air. I want to cover Swaggylay's video titled, "There's Only a Skeleton Crew Left on Battlefield 6.
I want to see
But
this.
we're a team of a certain size. We don't want to sacrifice quality. This statement rings a lot of alarm bells for me. They're basically confirming to us that future Battlefield 6 seasons are just going to be 2 maps, a couple of limited time modes, skins made by an outsourced studio, sold to us in the store, and that's it.
That's
the
what Ender
content
said.
schedule is pretty set in stone, no matter what we say or do. It seems pretty clear that a majority of the 1,400 developers that worked on Battlefield 6 have moved on to a new project and are not working on the live service anymore. A skeleton crew has been left to make small changes here or there and to put out a couple of maps every 4 months. We've seen this type of thing before from EA and DICE with Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Battlefield 5. The game is basically being written off for one reason or another. What will the development of Battlefield 7 look like? Since they're aiming to copy Activision's yearly release model, I think it's a fair bet to say that they are just going to run with the current version of the Frostbite engine and just make a bunch of reskinned Battlefield games every year, just how Call of Duty does it.
Now, you might be hearing Swaggylay, you might be hearing me, you might be hearing other people in the Battlefield community talk about this rumor, and it might sound crazy. You might not believe us. You might think we're just blowing smoke up your ass, and you know what? I get it. But maybe you need to see some irrefutable factual evidence. Maybe you need to see them saying this is what they are going to do. Would you like to see that, viewer? Let me show you Exhibit A.
Analyst says EA plans to milk Battlefield for everything it's worth. Their goal is 3 studios making Battlefield on a 3-year basis so they can get Battlefield annually. Yeah, this was talked about. Oh, what now? Who? Hold on, Morgan Park. Who did this article? That is my concern. That's my concern. Is it PC Gamer? Oh goodness. Yeah, they talked to somebody talked to Brian. Was it Brian Bede about it? And he said like in 5 to 6 years they want to make Battlefield annually. And we all said, don't do that. Don't do that. If you do that, oh my goodness gracious.
Analyst says EA plans to milk Battlefield for everything it's worth. Their goal is 3 studios making Battlefield on a 3-year basis so they can get to Battlefield annually.
You just need
EA
just
is
need dice, and
reportedly
that's it.
building up to Call of Duty's exhaustive 12.
Wait. Goal is 3 studios making Battlefield. So who's getting canned? It can't be DICE because DICE does multiplayer. It can't be Motive. I guess Motive, because Motive is doing the campaign, unless they're taking out campaign again, which is a terrible idea. Ripple Effect, maybe? Ripple Effect is New Experiences, which is RedSec, but I gotta admit, RedSec ain't doing so hot. Who knows?
Month cycle. This was written and published by Morgan Park on August 18th, 2025. This is not a new rumor. Let's check out some more of this article, though, okay? He said it's going to take 5 or 6 years. Byron B.
Yeah, so
did,
this is
former Activision guy that worked with Vince Zampella.
Yeah.
Before they get to 2 games in a row, so we're not going to get there for a while. But this doesn't mention anything about maybe a year and a half. And I'll get to that in a sec here with more irrefutable factual evidence. Despite Pachter sharing the story like a casual lunchtime chat with a bud, that will be pretty surprising news for longtime Battlefield players. Unlike Call of Duty, which hasn't missed an annual release for over 20 years, Battlefield fans are used to sticking with a single game for 2 to 3 years, or recently more.
Yeah.
In fact, EA's less hurried pace to pump out Battlefields has long been considered a strength of the series. If Pachter is to be believed, it sounds like that will still be the plan for the immediate future, but EA's ultimate goal is to mimic Call of Duty's production pipeline. To investor types, that's the sort of news that'd make money signs explode out of your ears, but for the casual fan, it sounds more like EA creating more opportunities to sell you the same basic game for $70. Now, maybe you're still not buying it. Maybe you're saying, BT, that's several years out. We don't have to worry about that for a while.
Yeah.
But I want to show you this strange graph, this incredibly strange graph talking about Battlefield post-launch support. It ranks different games and how many maps they got post-launch, okay? Look at this and tell me with a straight face that something is not weird with it, okay? So if we look at this graph here, yeah, Nickelback reference. If we look at this graph here, Battlefield 6 is kind of square in the middle for post-launch content. It's below Battlefield 1 at this point. It's below Battlefield 3 over the long run, and it's well below Battlefield 4. It does have more than Battlefield 5 for whatever reason, but Battlefield 2042, I'm not really going to count that because that game was a fucking financial and cultural disaster.
That was a
and it
nightmare.
was made during the pandemic, so whatever. I can see why it took them a while to get going. But yeah, this is just pathetic. This is the biggest battle.
What happened was there were so many bugs, netcode issues, things like that, and then on top of that, the maps weren't that great. Later on, they had to come out and say, "Hey, we're reworking the maps because they lost so many players." I rebought Battlefield 2042 on the Xbox for $12, and this was like a few years ago. So, should tell you something.
Battlefield launch in history, and it's on par, actually below, a game that came out back in 2011. And speaking of games coming out in 2011, let's actually look at Battlefield 3 onward to see the release cycle of Battlefields and why this year-and-a-half timeline is not out of the question. So from Battlefield 3 to Battlefield 4, it was a 2-year span. Yeah. From Battlefield 4 to Battlefield Hardline, it was only 1.5 years. From Hardline to Battlefield 1, 1.5 years. Battlefield 1 to Battlefield 5, 2 years. Battlefield 5 to Battlefield 2042, 3. And then Battlefield 2042 to Battlefield 6, 4 years. On top of that, it's not counting Bad Company 2 to Battlefield 3, which is, again, another 1.5-year release schedule. So why did it take Battlefield 2042 to Battlefield 6? Why did it take them 4 years? Why is the map pool so low? Why are there no resources to making just an extra map per season?
Because I could be wrong with this, but I believe many people from Battlefield 2042 weren't working on Battlefield 6. And there was a huge, I remember there's transitions when I was testing there. There's transitions, like a lot of people were leaving, so then it was like new people that were coming in or that were coming in from different studios or things like that had to come up and like pick up the pieces, or they would have to like scrap something and redo it. I mean, that's just how it is. Because if you were to have the same exact people that made Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 make all the other Battlefields, they would have the same years. They would have the same years, the 2-year cycles and things like that. And on top of that, which I'm still like with Battlefield, I don't know why, but Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, right? 2 years. Wait, Battlefield 3 to Battlefield 4, 2 years. Battlefield 4 to Battlefield Hardline, a year and a half. But they still had enough content. They still had enough content to make like DLC packs. They were able to make premium and make the DLCs for those premiums, which are all the maps, all the guns, different vehicles, gadgets, things like that. But somehow with a 4 studio, like, and I hate to bash them, but it's just like with 4 studios, you can only put out 2 maps. And that's why a lot of people are like, they are very concerned.
For example, well, viewer, it's really quite simple. I think Battlefield 6 only released half of their game. What am I talking about? Well, it took them 4 years to make Battlefield 6, which is quite a long time, considering
like how they did with
there's
Black
not
Ops 6.
that much content, not that much different from other Battlefield games, and it's just kind of ripping off Call of Duty.
Like Black
I
Ops
think
6,
it's ripping off Call of Duty so hard that they pulled a Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7. What am I talking about? Well, Ghost of Hope, who we'll talk about later, he's under the microscope as far as Activision Blizzard is concerned. We'll get to that in a bit, though. But he told me in a DM well before Black Ops 7 came out that he was pretty pissed off because Black Ops 6 basically released with half of the content that was already made for it. Black Ops 7 was that content made into a full game. It's dirty, it's scummy, it's shitty, and that's why the game sold like shit this past year. You'd think they learned their lesson from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3, but they did not. The reason you are not getting extra maps for Battlefield 6 is because those extra maps are being made for Battlefield 7 if they're not already made and they're just sitting on them. And I'm not kidding with that at all. 1,400 devs. We make fun of, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 devs for Call of Duty, but 1,400 devs is no small dev team whatsoever. The fact that a lot of these games on that list I just showed you, like Battlefield 3, Bad Company 2, older Call of Duties, they were made with a couple of hundred devs. Hell, Call of Duty 4 was made with 100 devs, and I think by Modern Warfare 2, it wasn't really that much more. So, guys, I'm just saying, the amount of devs don't really mean anything anymore if they get taken off the current game because EA wants to push out yearly slop exactly like Call of Duty. This is the worst fucking timeline, and I am not the only one that thinks this is what's happening. I would bet money that a new Battlefield title will release 1.5 years to the day from Battlefield 6. I'm serious. They are going to want to compete with not just GTA 6, but Modern Warfare 4, and releasing a game after that will hopefully get people that are bored with those two titles onto that Battlefield. Mark my fucking words. I could be wrong. We could all be off base. I'm not the only one that thinks this. But, like, I sincerely think we're going to see a Battlefield title around, I don't know, March 2027. In about 1 year's time. I mean, hell, guys, they're even doing the seasons the same way Call of Duty does. Like, if you really look at exactly what they're doing with the seasons and the Battle Royale and whatnot, they are copying Call of Duty to a T. I mean, they might even push up the release date from 1.5 years and rush shit out just like Call of Duty does and give us, you know, turds akin to Call of Duty Vanguard and Black Ops Cold War, which released horribly unfinished, crashing consoles, crashing PCs. This is the worst gaming timeline, and that's just the Battlefield side of things. I have so much more
No, I mean, you say it's the Battlefield side of it, but it's just the FPS genre in general. FPS genre hasn't been good for a while, for a very long time. Everything is esports related. Everything is super competitive. And I know people are like, well, you're casual and this and that, whatever. But yeah, it's like super duper competitive. Where it's the point where everybody either needs to sweat their asses off or people need to cheat in order to somewhat make it in the game, if that makes sense.
I want to cover on the Call of Duty side of things. We have, I can't even believe I'm saying this. We have a $1 trillion company putting surveillance on someone, on one person, on a leaker.
That's
They've
crazy.
done this to me in the past. This is not us making this up or whatever. I'm going to show where he says it, but I have sources that tell me that Activision has people watching, people in the community that are like problematic, like me and Ghost of Hope. It's really fucked up. So if you are watching right now, if you're getting paid to watch my content, guy at Activision, I have this for you. Check it out. Boom. There you go. The leaker community, though, the people behind the scenes or that work with the people behind the scenes, they're usually right. In fact, the source I got for Battlefield 7 possibly releasing in about 1.5 years, I mean, he's pretty spot on as well. So take all this with a grain of salt, of course. Plans can change behind the scenes. No one's 100% accurate. But whenever I cover Ghost of Hope on this channel, and I covered him talking about Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7, he called things in Black Ops 7 up to a year before the game came out. So I trust him. Like, he called the game basically verbatim, told me, told the public or whatever. Those aren't the only things he's been right on. He's been right on a lot over the years. And like I said, I trust what he has to say. Activision has done this weird, petty thing. This $1 trillion fucking company filled with weird island visiting narcissists. They cannot handle any sort of criticism or anyone, you know, breaking their illusion of control. So they are discrediting this guy publicly every chance they get. Look at this. I can't even believe I am showing you this, but check it out. So a few days ago, Ghost of Hope leaked out that sources indicate to me that the delay of the next Xbox due to shitty AI causing RAM prices to spike like crazy hurt a lot of COD's marketing plans, as they wanted MW4 to be a launch title and draw a lot of hype to compete with people's attention alongside GTA 6. Because of this delay, the idea of 2 Call of Duty games launching with the next Xbox has been floated. A traditional Call of Duty multiplayer and a standalone zombies title, presumably developed by Treyarch. Likely similar to that of Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, where both released together. And look, this is a good rumor. People were pretty happy about this, because why do we have to wait for zombies when Treyarch's games come? Why are they not included every single year with Call of Duty as the de facto third mode? You know, it doesn't make any fucking sense. So most people took this news and were happy, you know? Of course, Call of Duty, being petty little bitches that they are, publicly denied it. Charlie Intel tweeted out that Call of Duty has denied a new rumor from the Ghost of Hope that claimed a standalone zombies COD game is in development. They just replied with, "The rumor factory is working overtime. This ain't it." Why are they trying to sound like, I don't know, man, they sound like some fucking Zoomer on TikTok. This ain't it, bro. For real, no cap. Suck my dick, you weird motherfuckers.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. Actually, don't do that. You probably like it. So Ghost of Hope responded to this saying, "Whoever at COD PR came up with denying almost any rumor put out by anybody besides data mined stuff is a genius. Makes leakers look like fools, and everybody will forget about them lying in a few years when this stuff comes true. LOL. They know what they're doing. I'll give them that." Yeah, they're publicly lying and misleading the community. That's what they're doing. So this guy even says, "The denial strat is hilarious considering they did the exact same thing when you said Phil Spencer was on his way out." So I had to look this up, and he is exactly right. Ghost of Hope leaked out that Phil Spencer will be retiring from his role as CEO of Microsoft Gaming after the launch of the next generation Xbox. That was supposed to be at the end of this year, sort of around Q4 of this year. However, with the fucking, RAM shortages and whatnot, and the prices of things being astronomical because of AI, they have delayed that. So Phil Spencer just decided to step down right now. If you look at the bottom here, though, Xbox has directly addressed this tweet and says Phil Spencer has no plans to retire. Phil Spencer has no plans to retire. Fucking liars.
Damn.
Disgusting, deceitful liars. Within a year of this tweet coming out, Phil Spencer's gone. Someone replied to Ghost of Hope and said, "What was it that you said about MW4 that got IW to respond?" IW, of course, responded to Ghost and said, "Don't believe everything you read on the internet," which they then put on the internet because they're fucking stupid as shit. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, this guy says, he said that MW4 is basically MW2 2.0, but with a few changes.
Yeah.
This guy says it's funny as fuck.
Yeah, because remember they were talking about they want to bring DMZ. They want to put an extraction looter shooter DMZ 2.0 into Modern Warfare 4. But here's the thing. They refused to listen to the DMZ extraction shooter creators on Call of Duty. They didn't listen to them when all we want was just stable servers, which we never got because we always kept getting because we're like, hey, every time your guys' servers disconnect or we get disconnected from the server because of a packet burst or a packet loss, we lose all our stuff. It counts as a death. Like there should be a way to, counteract that, but no, they refused. So it's just like, another thing is they catered towards Warzone because Warzone was still popping and everything. A lot of bigger creators were on Warzone. People complained on Warzone, complained about about having the bots in there, having like, oh, there's items in there from DMZ that aren't needed. Like, I don't know why we have these value items, whatever, that have like you're able to sell them and stuff like that, but you're not able to sell them in what do you call it? You're not able to sell them in Warzone, it's just an item there. So I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But they're like, it's too slow and things like that. So then they're like, all right. So they started catering more towards Warzone, and then we're left in dust. Yeah, we did get, like, every time when they released a new Warzone map, we got access to it for DMZ, which was pretty cool. We even got that underground area. We also had like little things like we got weapon cases, and there was like an underground factory or a tunnel or something like that we were able to get more weapon cases and things like that. Then we had bunker keys for like the raid, quote unquote, the looter shooter raid parts, which was building 21, which was fun too. I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty fun. So yeah, there was all those things that happened. But they just gave up. So now they're going to do this. They're going to do the DMZ 2.0 again. But what's going to happen? They're just not going to listen to the people that are actually playing it. The reason why they're doing it, I think, is because obviously Arc Raiders is out and it's popping. People are still playing Tarkov, and that's still going on, and everything is still popping. Marathon's about to come out, so that's still popping, and that's possibly gonna be popping as well. So they're like, oh, we need to get back into it. And if you can get people like Gingy or the Burnt Peanut to play Call of Duty and play DMZ, they're gonna invite them out. Obviously, they're gonna fly them out to try it. And if they like it, and then then a lot of people get on board with it, then boom, there you go. But with DMZ, original DMZ, they're not gonna do anything. They didn't do anything with it. It's still playable, but you still got those packet bursts and stuff. So yeah.
Look, they see people getting excited over the future of COD and instantly deny it all. It's like they want people to give up. And Hope says it's because they just want to deny anything and everything regardless of optics. It's short-sighted. This guy says, and this is the big one, I'm telling you, they have someone in office whose whole job is just to watch your account all day. And Hope says, of course they do. They hate me with all their being, but I cannot blame them. If you guys remember, I've been saying they had somebody watching my accounts and shit years ago. Like, that's another rumor that is true. It's just, I don't understand what is wrong with these trillion-billion-dollar companies. I mean, I do. They're just greedy, disingenuous, out-of-touch morons at the end of the day. That's what they are, to a T. Personally, I'm trusting Ghost of Hope, and we're going to see them lie to us again when a standalone zombies game probably comes out with MW4. It's hilarious. They lie so much and so openly, and no one ever holds them accountable except for like me and Nero and Fooly and a few other people, that they just continue to do it. Yeah. And the community just takes it. They just take it. They spread their cheeks, no lube, and just fucking take it. They bend over and say, can I have another Daddy Activision? It is pathetic.
That is crazy.
I, however, will not do that because I am not a bitch. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to end it right there. And yeah, like I said, like this video, drop a comment below, leave a like if you would be so kind, subscribe as well, ring that notification bell, and I will catch you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that is Blame Truth the Codfather. Another great video and everything. Yeah, dude, it's insane. It is insane seeing what's going on with the game industry in general. I hate to say it. It sucks. What can you do? Nothing really. Really can't do anything about it. So, yeah, it's just really crappy. All right. All right, chat. Let's get into this Battlefield. I was gonna do a Battlefield had a what do you call it? Battlefield had a survey. They have a survey. Shoot, I don't know if we want to do that now or if I should just do it tomorrow or probably do it off stream. I might do it off stream. That'd be another video. That'd be another nice video to do. Yeah, we'll get into Battlefield. We'll just get into Battlefield. I'll do the survey. If you guys want to know what the survey is, I'll link it. I'll link the survey, and if you guys want to, work on it, then you can. Survey. Now I spelled survey wrong. Okay. There you go. So that link right there, it's to Battlefield Bulletin's tweet. So you just go there and then there's a link, and if you click that, then it will be like was it Survey Monkey or something like that. It takes 3 to 5 minutes to complete. That's what they said. But I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do a video on it and everything, and we'll talk about it because, good Lord Almighty. But yeah, let's get into some Battlefield. Let's do the damn thing. All right, so we're back on Battlefield. We're doing the working on weapons. We are doing the PSR. This is night three. Yeah. We're back on the Xbox controller. We're back on the Xbox controller. I don't know what else to say about it. Here we are. Ow. All right, let me go play right here real quick. Oh shit. Hold on. Oops. All right. Tank. Oh! That's tank. Shit. Saw him. He was sneaky. Ah! No shit. No tank. No tank. No. Oh god. He thinks I'm still there. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. Alpha, how are you, bro? Hey, Jester, what's going on? Doing good. We're just working on the what do you call it? The PSR. Quick question. What's up? What do I think? What do you think about? Oh, what do I think about this game? Oh man, it's a tough one. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be worked on with this game. From when I saw it in development to, as what I saw in development to the testing of it, it needs a great amount of work. I don't, we all know about the maps, the map sizes. I think it was catered towards Call of Duty fast-paced type players. Oh shit, that was nice. That's what I think it was geared towards. I don't care about like how the movement was in the beta. I really don't care about that. I honestly just care about having that full Battlefield experience, which was it's an all-out war type of spot. That's what the game was. It was all about like all-out warfare, using vehicles. That's what I loved. Sniping, it was like sniping. I liked back then when it was like upper chest area was an instant kill. If you were able to get a headshot, obviously the headshots were more satisfying when sniping back then, because you would because playing like Operation Firestorm, and everybody can agree, disagree, whatever your opinion is. But if you play Battlefield 3, yeah, if you played Battlefield 3 and played Operation Firestorm, you would be able to snipe people about 2,000 meters out easy. Well, not easy, but there would be bullet drops like crazy. Bullet drops are insane. Weapons and their attachments. Weapon attachments were way better because they were catered towards the actual weapons that you're working on. So if you were using a sniper rifle like I am, the attachments that you're going to be getting is like you're going to get scopes, you're going to get range. Not really, they didn't have rangefinders at the time. The only thing that was kind of off was in Battlefield 3 is they gave you a flashlight, and it's like, why do you need a flashlight for a sniper rifle? It doesn't make any sense, because the flashlight at the time didn't blind people. It's just like, oh, it just played as like another glint, if that makes sense. So when people are talking about Battlefield and like, could they make the game better if they listen to the player base, and if they and I hate to, it sounds like where it's like, give me this, give me this, but the thing is, we just know how Battlefield used to play. That's the big issue. We knew how Battlefield used. Oh shit. We knew how Battlefield played. We knew how the game played. We've been there. This man really tried. But then it's like when they said it was 4 studios working on the game, I was like, I gave a look. I remember when I was in a meeting, I gave a look. I was like, and then everybody was like, Alpha, be nice. And I was like, you guys know my concerns when it comes to like multiple studios and stuff. And people were like, why is that? And I was like, just look how Call of Duty did. Call of Duty had people, obviously have Infinity Ward and things like that, which are fine. It's cool. You have Infinity Ward. You have what do you call it? You have Infinity Ward. You had Raven. was it Raven Software, I don't know, Raven Software, Raven something, something with a bird. That's all I know. You had that, right? And you're like, okay, whatever. But then you have like other studios that were working on it too, and it's like, dude, what the heck? And then they're like, oh, well, Raven Software is Warzone, and then whatever the main game is going to be is, you know, either Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, something like that. Now what's happening is that people are what do you call it? Yeah, now the issue is people are playing like now they broke up the studios even more. And that's the other problem. They broke up the studio. They broke up the studios even more, and that's what irritates me. Because it's like, okay, now you have too many different studios working on one title. Something gets lost, something gets misconstrued, and then it doesn't work well. I can give many examples. I don't know if people actually have played the campaign of this. I played it when it first came out because I was like, ooh, the game came out, I want to play the campaign. I never played the campaign. I've tested everything else. I tested multiplayer. I tested it, Red Sec, QA test for those. We never did campaign. Let's see what campaign's like, because they said they were going to bring it back. And then what happened? The game was very bugged. It's cool that they have challenges and stuff, but I was like, bro, what the hell? You know, type of thing. Like it's just like things just didn't work out. Things didn't pan out clearly. And I was like, dude, this is just terrible. It was like, it was the worst. There's still issues with this game where it's like, even the smallest things, like well, I can't say the smallest things, but there's issues where it's like, if I'm putting down one of these guys on a HESCO, which is this, they will sink into the HESCO, and it's like okay, it sunk into the HESCO, which is okay, fine, whatever. But the downside to it is that, oh, hold on, the downside. Okay, that's weird. Sorry, but the thing is, like, when it comes to the HESCOs and stuff, like, it shouldn't have to sink in there. And then if you like wanted to plan another one, you can't. Like, see, I can't put these side by side. Why? Because it's crowded. This is a 2 people distance. How is this? I should be able to put it down. No, I have to go over. I have to go way over here, like this, to put one down. There's a collision. Let's see here. And plus, the game doesn't feel like Battlefield, in my opinion. It doesn't. I hate to say it doesn't feel like Battlefield, in my opinion. I don't know where they're trying to go with it, but it does not feel like Battlefield. My gun is over the HESCO. Oh, motherfucker. I'm sorry. How the hell? And that's another thing. Like, okay, for sniper rifles or just weapons in general, okay, it's in the dirt, you know? Wait, hold on. What the hell? I don't remember. Okay, whatever. I was like, I don't remember putting that there. But anyway. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, when it comes to the weapons, like, okay, sure, I love the projectile. I love seeing the bullet travel and everything like that. I love to see it. It's awesome. Seeing the bullet travel, it's amazing. It's sick. It's badass, because you're like, all right, I get to see the bullet like travel and everything, and then when it hits the person, it just makes it even more satisfying. It's just so great. But the downside to it is when you have a weapon like this, you're thinking the bullet is going from the crosshair. No, it's going from under. So if I'm clearly looking at somebody like this, right, and I fire, it's hitting the sandbag. They should let you know at some point, like, hey, the sandbag is like you know, your weapon is pointed in your muzzle is in the dirt or is in the sandbag. Like, that's what they should do. Are they gonna do that? No. The unlock. Oh my goodness, the biggest one that a lot of people are talking about is the weapon unlock. You see this? And then there's this bug too. Look at that. Remember, I have it 10 times. So that was weird. They let Call of Duty creators work on Battlefield. Now that I want to say it was Call of Duty creators. They didn't work on Battlefield. No. Yeah, Call of Duty creators didn't work on Battlefield. They invited a lot of Call of Duty creators to showcase, like, you know, to the LAN for Battlefield, which I thought wasn't really wise, because I'm like, you got a lot of creators from Battlefield that I would invite to the LAN and give their honest thoughts on it and things like that. But no, it's always, hey, let's invite the people with the big names and big numbers for it. If they don't play our game, they don't mess with our game or anything like that. And that's something that's very annoying. I'm just gonna call it. I'm just call it for what it is. See, you see that shit? Now, people from Call of Duty, yes, people from Call of Duty did come over. Like some developers from Call of Duty came over. Vince Zampella came from Call of Duty, but remember, Vince originally came from he was EA, and then he went over to Call of Duty because like he worked on Medal of Honor, Allied Assault, and then came over to Call of Duty to compete against what do you call it, EA. And then obviously it did well, and then Call of Duty screwed him over, which is insane. Yeah, Call of Duty screwed him over and everything, and then he was like, all right, I'm going back to EA. And he was like, I'm gonna make my own studio, which he made Respawn. And that's how we got Titanfall 2, Apex Legends. That's how we got all those games. And then after that, they're like, you know, Battlefield 2042 didn't do well. And they're like, yo, we need Vince. They called Vince in. Vince was like, all right, I think I can make this work, you know? And they're like, how so? He's like, give me the keys. Give me the keys to the studio and everything. I'll work on this. And he did. Now, again, remember, it's not him alone that, you know, that made the decisions and everything. There are, you know, developers in leadership positions like dev leads, you know, level design leads, things like that, which I understand. Art directors and stuff like that. Like they're all in it. Completely understandable. But the downside to it is it's just not what, like, the thing is like, what do the players want? What do the players want? And QA testers, like myself, when we were contracted at EA, there was like 10 of us that were like diehard like Battlefield fans. Diehard Battlefield fans, and we wanted the game to be good. We wanted to be good. They're like, this is, and let's put it this way, because I mean, I don't work there anymore now. I can say it now. We wanted, oh, I got him. Oh, that was insane. We wanted That was actually sick. I'm sorry. I had that was really cool. But yeah, we had tweets. We screened, like, myself and a few other people actually went and went on Twitter and screenshotted people's tweets talking about what they would like for Battlefield and everything, and we posted it in the Slack. We posted it and told them, like, this is what the community wants. This is what we're looking for. This is what you guys are asking. This is what they're looking for. This is what we want. And I was like, and I can't agree even more. Like, it would be so good. It would be so good. It'd be so relieving to have something that cool. I was like, this would bring Battlefield back. And what happened? They did not do that. So what I mean is, people that used to work on Call of Duty came over to Battlefield to work on them. Yeah. And then it was just like, okay, now the business model and all that stuff as well. I don't know. One thing that pissed me off so much is that they gave up on Battlefield 5. Yeah, after when Battlefield 5 was really good. My thing is, I constantly played Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3, like after Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 and everything, I played the hell out of Battlefield 3. I still played it until, and the thing is, I'm an Xbox player, so that was my go-to game, just to have fun and things like that. Like, if you want to talk about content, like, that was my game. Like, that was the game. That was where I was like, this defines Battlefield as a content game. Like, this is how you can make content off this game, and people loved it. I was like, people loved it. I loved it. It was just great. But what did they do? What did Battlefield do? They went with some sort of Call of Duty model, and I don't know. Chester, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Plus, too many people crying because of a woman have a prosthetic arm. Like, really? It's just a character. Yes, of course, Battlefield 5 had many bugs, but if they would have given it more time, it would have been a success. But yeah, that's the issue. But that's also another big issue, is these live service games, and it's something I will die on this hill. I'm not a big fan of live service games. I'm not. I have to say. The reason why is because of just how sloppy things are when it comes to live service games. Oh shit! You scared me. But yeah, live service games is just, it's just not good. It's because things got sloppy with the live service games. And where did that lead? Like, where did the live service games lead? It just got more sloppy, and then we get games that are incomplete, and then they and I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but it seems like they're like, oh, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll change it to we could just work on it later. Put the game out, have crunch time. But don't worry, we'll just put the game out a later time. Or not put the game out. We'll just like throw it in an update. Something that needs to be fixed, throw it in an update. And it's like, no, that should be a core thing. One big thing. This is what I still wonder with Battlefield. The one thing I still question with Battlefield is the Little Bird. Little Bird, we just got it in season 2. Little Bird was ready to go. The Little Bird was ready to go in season 1. It was actually, even go further back, it was ready for what do you call it? Not only season 1, but it was ready to go for launch. And then it's just crazy. Is that dude on squad named Joey? Like Joey G? That one dude? I think so. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just like rambling on about this whole thing. Again, it's just like I ramble so much when it comes to this game and everything, because I love Battlefield. I love Battlefield over Call of Duty. I will wholeheartedly say it. But it's if the game somewhat feels like it's trying to like feel like Call of Duty or something like that, that's where it gets very concerning. Because if you try to portray it as another game, or try to try to portray another game, it doesn't do well, obviously. Look at Call of Duty. They try to do stuff that Fortnite did. And look how that ended up. So it's just one of those numbers. It sucks, but what can you do? What can you do? So we got the level 17. Let's see. We could probably get further in there. Yeah, I just wish I just want the game to be good. I just want that's is that too much? Is that too much to ask? Like, we all just want the game to be good, be playable, be fun. Like, I'm sorry, and I keep rambling on as to say other things, but yeah, I agree when it comes to like well, what you said about people crying about because of a woman and stuff like that. Here's the thing. Nobody would honestly care if the game was good. Let's just put it that way. When it's just how it is. Or if there's like just so many issues that are happening. Oh my gosh, that too. So many issues that are happening as well. So like we got issues with what? Well, oh goodness, what was the name of it? Or are we defending? Oh, we are defending. But yeah, we have like so many issues. Like there's issues in Battlefield 6. Not many people cared about. I don't think people played the campaign. I'll be honest. I don't think anybody played the campaign. So there was an issue like with there's people that looked that. Well, I was gonna say that looked like their profile picture. Sorry, this is the guy's name on here. But yeah, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. Like people didn't know about the campaign. People didn't care about the campaign. People went straight into multiplayer, which is just fine. You know, you play whatever you want to play. You play whatever you want to play. You do whatever you want to do. Totally fine. But the concerning issue is when just games aren't complete and they expect us still to pay like a lot of money for it. That I don't agree with. Is it? Okay. I guess not. I'm just messing up these shots. I gave up on this game. I don't enjoy this game. I just stay on Battlefield 5. It's valid. I don't blame you at all for it. People when like when people I mean what creators and things like that, like I'm just gonna say this, like I know we're supposed to be positive. We should be very positive or anything like that. But like if it's a rough time for, like, you know, if people are just not having fun, like, how do you convince people just not having a great time? Like, we can't fix the game. We can't fix the game. We can't make a change to the game or anything like that. We can't do it. So like what are we supposed to do? Nothing. We can't. There's nothing really we can really do, which is unfortunate. I'm just being honest. Like, even creators, we voice our concerns. We're like, hey, there's just this situation going on, this situation going on. Like, what can we do? Nothing. Oh. Nice shot, dude. All right, I'm gonna see if I can hit. Nothing. Nothing. All right. I put. What did it? Oh, it was in that building. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can. Anything over here? No. None over there. Yeah, take the long route. Oh, never mind. Yeah, but it's just a rough time in Battlefield. At some point I might play Battlefield. Yeah, I might play Battlefield 5 again. Like, I missed that game. Okay. Just a try. But the thing is, like, also then again, I get tired of playing like sometimes I get tired of playing World War II games. That makes sense. Holy! Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, Red Infamy with the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Alpacino. I'm a Battlefield content creator. Right now, we are trying to get all the weapons to mastery level 50. We are in purgatory with sniper rifles, which are basically my kryptonite when it comes to Battlefield. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, sometimes I just ramble on. I blabber about games and talk about the game industry and things like that. So yeah. Thank you so much. And also, hey, congratulations. I see you got your verification. You got your partner, like your partner. Congrats on that. Oh shit. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. Oh. Thank you so much. Have an amazing stream. If you have to head out, I totally understand. Have a great night. Everyone's support. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, we're just chilling, talking about the game industry and just what's going on. Like we were just recently talking about Battlefield and how Battlefield is doing and how they can improve, things like that. So also we are also partner pushing as well. We are, as of today, let me see, we are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12. We're 12 days in. And you know, they say like with a partner, they say, you know, usually hear back in 2 weeks. I've heard of what people were saying. They say, well, I heard people say that doing the partner push and stuff like that, it takes roughly like, it takes 2 weeks, but like when people got theirs, they said it usually takes like about a month. It took roughly a month. So I was like, oh. And oh yeah, I did. Okay, gave a shout out to Red Infamy. But yeah, hopefully your stream was good. Hopefully you had fun in your stream. It was very you know, you were having a good time. Hopefully your community was very entertained as well, you know, with your presence and everything. So yeah, if you guys want to know anything about me, don't feel free to ask questions. What is, I don't know what a gunslinger is. The gunslinger counts as a triple. I don't know what that means. Oh, I thought he was still going. Dang it. Dang. You get my guy? Oh, you didn't get my boy. Okay. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you get, you guys do like the stream and support stream, it's totally fine. I deeply appreciate it. You know, even if a lurking, totally fine. Lurking's, I mean, hey, I welcome it. Lurkers, I welcome it. If you do follow, if you do follow and stuff, I just wanted to let you guys know. I just to show some support, like, you know, appreciation, everything like that. I do call people's names out and I say, you know, thank you for the, you know, for the follow or any support like that. If you don't want your name to be called out, that's totally fine. I understand. Like you know, if you follow the channel offline as well, hey, that's totally fine too. But just know, it's all in a good place. You know, my heart's in a good place. I just want to say thank you so much for just supporting, you know? All right, let's see here. Ooh, damn, that was nice. This actually feels much nicer than the SV98, but then again, I'm using oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, the PSR is nice, but it's kind of good using something with a flash hider instead of a muzzle brake, because oh my lord, Jesus, crazy. All right. Ooh, there's a little dust kick up. Somebody in the house? Ooh, hold on. Always check the side too. So, yeah, I got 12. Look at me go.
I'm dry. Need ammo.
Oh, look at him. Okay, that need a little bit of work, buddy. Yeah, he just needs some work. Needs some work on the bag throw. He did good, but oh yeah. I need trying to get more of these. There we go. These decoys. Oh, what if I? Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way I can thread that. That'd be sick if I could. Yeah, there's times where I wish I could just thread the shot. Oh, that'd be nice. But it is what it is. .203, nice. Okay. Damn. I thought I recognized him. Ooh, breakthrough, Columbia Heights. Let's go. All right. Hold it, hold it, hold it. We're defending. Ooh. Six times. Okay. So we got level 17. So do we get anything at level 18? No. 27. Nope. 26. Oh, goodness gracious. We get the green laser. Ah. I think about like where I want to go, where I want to go, where I want to go. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? All right. I wish I didn't have to break this. Damn, I didn't even get a chance. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. A weapon that big? Yeah. Ow. A weapon that big, I should be able to, you know.
Need fucking ammo.
All right. Should be able to get the penetrate. I should get like should be able to penetrate through that. It was like a little wooden post. I guess people don't agree with it. That's what the technique. Dude, I know using the thermal on this would probably be nuts.
Who can spare some rounds?
Okay. Now I'm gonna go and put this spotter scope. Well, it's a laser target designator, but I mean, spotter scope. Dude, running DMR must be so fun. Cause it's like pow 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 pow. The fuck? It had to be a bot. A bot walked by the dude. walked by dude. I'm like, what the hell? Did somebody res him and he got shot again? Whatever. I saw the gun. I saw the weapon right there. Yep, there it is. Was it active camouflage or something? I wish I had a bipod. I'm trying to think. I'm like, okay, would I be able to hit somebody from a certain spot? my question is, how do you become like? How do you become an aggressive sniper in this game? Like, if the rechambering is pretty low, rechambering speed on this is pretty slow, and not even that, but like the accuracy. I'll die for you. No. Possibly scare somebody. Oh. Oh. The damn bot. Interesting. I don't have aim assist. Gotta remember that. I don't think I ever used the G36.
Here's some ammo for you.
What the fuck? Did he try to flick on me? Because I took damage from that. You try to fuck on me? Okay, I'm having fun with this. This is not good. I should be on sniper rifles. This is a rare moment. This is not real. You don't believe this. Up. Am I tripping? Oh, this is how you know it's been so long since I played support. I didn't know the bag is up on D-pad. I keep thinking it's right. That's stupid. And also I don't use this. I use what do you call it? Teammate, where'd you go? Who's down? Who's down? I come get you. I got you.
Let's move.
Wait, Loki, I kind of like this. I kind of like this build. Loki. I don't know what he has on it, but it's interesting. Incoming. What's this? Smoke? Okay. Oh wait, I forgot there is the buff on the what's it called? There is a buff on this. I forgot there's a buff on the ARs. They did up the ARs. I forgot. Oh, hold on, I might just say screw the aim assist. Okay, never mind. I might need the aim assist. Don't splash me. Oh, dang it. Ah, damn. He got me. He got me. He got me. Oh, center. All right. Back to sniper rifle. Oh, from a bird. Oh my goodness, I remember that song. If I die, bury me inside the booty club. If I die, bury me inside the Louis store. All I want for my birthday is a big booty. Wasn't 2 Chainz his old, like his before 2 Chainz, before changing to 2 Chainz, his name was Booby Boy or something like that? That was his rap name? It was something like that. Hold on, hold on. One second. That's gonna mess with me. It was Titty Boy, that's his name. I wonder why he like. I wonder why he chose that name. Like I'm very curious about that. Why did you like out of all names, what made you think about that? I guess he's a guy that likes boobs. I don't know. That is true. Yeah, they are great. They are. Apparently they medically relieve stress. What I've heard. Don't quote me on it, but that's what I've heard. They said scientifically it has reduced stress. I'm like, I mean, you know, well, duh, I wouldn't doubt it. Just saying, you know, the way how, I mean, you know, society's just insane now. It's crazy as it is. We models, like, if somebody wanted to, they could just make a job out of it. Make a little side hustle out of it. Make some money. Just like, hey, 20 bucks. You know, 20 bucks to, like, relieve stress or something like that, you know. Going to therapy, spend hundreds of dollars, you know, an hour, like $300 an hour for a session. You know, you just be like, hey, 20 bucks, touch a boob. Here's boobies, don't be sad. I think that's what porn is. No, that's not. No, that's no. Just imagine like you're like it's like just imagine that, like, you know, yeah, probably a hard day at work. You're leaving the office. There's somebody just there, and they're like, hey, you know, they had a sign or something like that, and you're just like, give them 20. And you're just like, okay, good, and then just walk off. You're just like, and then you just walk away. you carry on with your day. You probably feel better. Now, if you're married, that's a whole different monster. That's a whole different thing. That I don't know. There you go. That one, that's, you know, that's a whole different thing. I can't talk about that because I'm not married. What? I think that's what, yeah. Or yeah, I still can't go over the fact that somebody said this, like, I think when actually this is before I joined the military, but somebody said, they said porn is for people that just failed to be an actor or an actress. I was like, damn. If my husband touched someone else's boobs, he wouldn't be breathing anymore. There you go. There you go.
Objective Bravo is under attack.
Damn. Yeah, a Bosnian thug. That's crazy. Hey, you know my husband? Do I? Do I know the husband? I haven't been social. Like after certain events, I just forgot. You're kidding, right? No, I didn't even know that you were married. I didn't know you got married. You know damn well we all went to high school all together. Well, that doesn't narrow it down. Bro, I've been married. You didn't tell me. You told me you were becoming a mother, and that was it. So I don't want to hear it. Yeah, you didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing about that. So I'm just like, oh. So finding it, well, congratulations. Congratulations. Money tall like Jordan. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't even see the. Can I go? I can go back. Hold on. I didn't see what the progress was on the weapon. Free fall, what's up? Morning. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at with the? It's level 17, but like how far the progress bar? All right, let's see here. Oops, progression. Oh, about halfway. Okay. All right. All right. I'll be right back. Let me use the restroom. All righty. Hold on, wait. Okay, cool. Have I just been using this gun wrong? Okay, never mind. Dude, the fact that you can put on a 5 times on this is ridiculous. This is crazy. I literally have a second rifle now. Look at this. Look at this shit. Can you imagine just sniping people? I'm actually low-key want to try it. Oh, I'm gonna try it. This is gonna be very interesting. Okay, cool. Ooh, Eastwood. I'm probably gonna get sniped up the wazoo. Bow, 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 bow. Wait, what? Shout out to all Twitch streamers who put their sub goal / most recent sub on stream. You make looking for a specific VOD and timestamp so much easier. Interesting. I can't see why. Oh, we're defending. Okay. You literally oh, I saw this ID verification thing on Twitter. What's going on with that for Twitch? Like, I know we guys submit our information for taxes, you know, things like that. Because obviously, if you are going to be monetized and get paid and all that, you do that as affiliate. That's, you know, why age verification? That's so weird. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Open the door. See, oh my God. I saved you, Bruce. I got you, Bruce. Bruce, behind you. I think that's his name. Oh, Bruce. Yeah, his name is Bruce. Dude, I cannot say that. I say names too quick. It's like, oh, instead of Bruce, I was like, it's Bruce. It's Bruce. Right in the neck. There's no way, right? There's no way. Nah. Oh, hold on. Let's try it. Let's try it. Nope. Hi! Oh man, that's ridiculous. But we need to level up the sniper. Oh, you scared the hell out of me. Who did that? The fuck? Paying for my guap. All right, hold on. Let me grab this. Back door. Oh, well, that was a fail. Oh shit. You guys didn't see that. Coming to the spot, look at extra fly. Got the shit to pop. On top of the world. Don't you dare. Don't you put the oh shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You have so much to live for. KFC. Baby, I'm going on an aeroplane, and I don't know when I'll be back again. Fuck! I've seen everything. Shh. No, you didn't. Come with the spot, look at extra fly. Out of bounds. Motherfucker! Who's on third? Loop in the third. Hey guys. Yeah, let's just do this. Excuse me. Oh, fuck. Don't touch the sky, baby girl. Come with the spot, look at extra fly. I somehow thought the tank was on the roof. I almost lost my damn mind. I was like, there's no way in God's green earth. Oh, fuck! Motherfucker. Ooh. If you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. Fuck. Oh! Nice shot. I had it. I had it. That was, oh man, I had that. But I am home. No. 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 Name is Scooby. It's Scooby. You said if I ain't got no money, take your brackets home. I'm already. Yeah, I mean that is true. I mean I'm home too. Oh fuck. That's a tank. Oh god. No fair. No, you son of a bitch. I'm so lucky. So lucky that I have a freaking I have that M44. What to do with us? For the two of us. Take your broke ass out. Damn it. I'm not broke, just paying off debt and saving for a new baby. Oh, that's not good. Don't snipe me. Oh, God.
Objective Bravo has been secured by hostiles. Hostile casualties are being reported.
I got problems in my ear. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. If you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. Remember I used to say, if you ain't got no money, take your punk ass home. Don't do it.
Bravo has been neutralized.
Yellow Lamborghini, yellow top mission. Yup, yup. Lois loves me. I'm on my cool J. Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh. I'm getting papers. Look at me now. Fresher than a popsicle. Am I wasting bullets? Yep. Damn it. Get away, get away, get away. Hey!
Got enemy in sight.
Let's go. I think if I just had RPG, I'd just, you know, it'd be nice. Huh? What's poppin', slime? Oh! Give him one more. Give him one more. I'm getting paper. Look at me now. Look at me now. I'm fresher than a popsicle. Maybe I can't see. Can't really see it through the trees. Oh, it went down. Yeah, popping pills is how we do. Nah, none. Don't you let out that antidote. No sweat. Oh my God. I'ma do it again. Who that at the front door? Don't go to the front door. It's a kid at the night show. At the night show. Ooh, ah. Ooh, at the night show. Ooh, at the night show. Anything can happen at the night show. Anything can happen at the night show. Ooh, at the night show. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. We can do it twice though. It's lit. Don't you let out the antidote. Murder on the so it's not nice. For the stuff I cannot change. In the hill, deep off in the main. M&M's, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. For the stuff I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. M&M's, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. Heating up, baby, I'm just heating up. I sit up, I sit like a hockey puck. For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. M&M's, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. M&M's, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. Yeah. It's lit. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Oh, please. Oh, me. Oh, my. We've been moving for some time. Flexing, trying to exercise. For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. Drop, whoop. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. In the hills, deep off in the main. M&M, sweet like candy cane. Drop the top, pop it, let it bang. Yeah. It's lit. Copyright. What's up? I do damage. They can't stand it. Psycho bandit. But do you want to sing T-Pain so rude? No. You can't just force somebody to be in like to do that. They just got. It's one of those. You got to feel it. On your fire. What? No, that's. You said nothing about force. What's implied?
Enemy contact in my AO.
You're like, do it. And I'm like, no. Ready up, ready up. Not do damage. And they can't stand it. Psycho bandit. Is that a rocket? What is that? Look at him. Can you cancel now? Whoa. But what am I gonna be doing? I'll be playing video games and it's funny when they be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you canceled." It's just no. It's just like just in general when people like say that to other people, "I'm gonna get you canceled." But like, okay, they're just still gonna be doing the same thing. Play video games, talk their shit. When somebody says, "Oh, I got canceled," it's like, no, you didn't. You didn't get canceled. Hey, you just gave up on yourself. Hope you know I'm kidding. I know. That's why I like the banter that we have. Goodness gracious, you know, we known each other for how long? Come on, ain't no softy. Ain't no softy. You'd be like, I can't believe you said that to me. No. About 17. Yeah? Oh shit. Yep, there it goes. Went in the rock. 18 did the math. Because what? I knew you a sophomore year or junior year? I just know I had a job. That's all I know. I just know I had a job sophomore year. Hey, that's not some nice clothing you have. I got you. Oh, he got the 5.1, the 5.11. Oh, he's rocking the DMR, the DMR. This is what we call the Predator lobby. Why? Because if you, yeah, it's basically Predator lobby. And the reason why we say Pred lobby is because, or map, because if you do not have a thermal, oh, you're a fuck. You can't see a damn thing. It didn't go there freshman year. Oh. Wait, where were you freshman year? What school? Oh, wait, I need that. Wait. Actually, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. I don't want you to dox yourself. Paloma. I'm just kidding. Ah. Ah.
That's one hell of a good job.
We need defensive support on the marked objective. Enemy attack confirmed at Alpha.
I'm nowhere near that school now. And then West Valley. It's funny because like when I met, I mean, I hung out with Cordell for God knows how long. I've known him since the 6th grade. But then I heard about JROTC, and I was like, what the fuck is that? and then and I remember everybody was in that. And then they're like, graduation, they're like, are you gonna do what are your plans? I was like, going to college. And then my ass joined the military. What about them? Yeah, great time.
Our forces are hitting Alpha. We've lost over half our forces. Let's stay alert.
I like the easy shots. I like the easy shots, and somehow they were just like, no.
Hostile vehicle.
I was waiting for somebody to put a rocket in that mouth. Put a rocket in my mouth. Who's shooting at my shit? Is it? Stop it. Don't shoot at my shit. Stop it. Oh, excuse me.
Attack support on the marked objective.
We got a lot of people that said like,
Contact. Hostile troops sighted.
dude, I just missed the year of parody. Like, oh my gosh, that was so fun. Like, music, videos, music videos. It was just hilarious. When everybody was actually funny. I remember hearing this made me like I actually learned about Memphis. I was like, hell yeah. Then I actually went to Memphis. That scared me. I thought Memphis was I thought Oakland was bad. Man, Memphis is scary. I was like, damn. But the barbecue is so good. Like you can't go wrong with it. Yeah.
Be advised, limited reinforcements left.
Was that always on the map?
We're attacking objective Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
We are targeting Alpha.
Sipping on some scissor. Sipping on some sipping on some scissor. What a dive. That was a nice dive.
Get more casualties and this fight's over.
Early 2000s, what a year too. It's crazy. Stuff when we're like, oh, this is like all this stuff is crazy. It's 20 some odd years ago. Battlefield 11, or not Battlefield 11, goodness. Battlefield 3 is 11 years old in October. Like, what do you do? Okay, this is where there's so many structures that people can be hiding. I don't know. Okay, teammate's still alive. I thought he got killed. He dead. Sipping on some sip. Oh, this reminded me of the military. We heard this going to the shooting range. That was the funny part. When this song came out, we are just like, what are M4s? Just, hey, hey, hey. I ain't gonna lie. There's some parts of the army I do miss. AIT, not much. Cause I ain't gonna lie, being in Alabama was kind of boring. And then when I graduated, I had to get my wisdom teeth pulled out, so I couldn't go to my unit yet. And I was there for like months because I got my wisdom teeth pulled out, and I was just sitting there with gauze in my mouth, just like, it was terrible. Like, because if you get your teeth pulled out and then you go onto a plane, it's a flight risk. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Yeah, it was fun time. I was in Texas being called a baby and the N-word. I was called that when I was at Fort Campbell. When we go up to Fort Knox for training for gunnery. Oh my goodness, because it was the northern Kentucky area. I was getting called everything under the sun. People kept saying all this shit, and I'm like, just don't touch me. Just don't touch me. That's it. Don't touch me. And then I deployed. Deployment was fun. Going to Afghanistan, that was actually eye-opening. It just smelt funny there. That was it. It smelt funny there, but it was like living in Colorado. It just smelt funny, and then obviously the food was different.
City boy, city boy.
I think it's Bashili. I'm sorry if I say that. Did you say smell funny? Afghanistan. It was a very interesting smell. There was a very interesting smell. Kandahar. Oh goodness. The lake, which wasn't a lake. It was a big old pond of poo. Like where all the basically all of Kandahar's waste goes. That was bad. You're in there. You're like, oh god. You're just inhaling. You're just inhaling the species. Anything was possible, but oh yeah, you're like. Then trying to do PT. Oh my goodness. At that point, you might as well just like jump in. You know, I was only there for about a few days, and then I got reassigned to brigade. So then they flew me to Bagram, and Bagram was sick. I was like, dude, this is awesome. I met some people I met some soldiers from Romania. I didn't like. Luckily, she was just laughing about it. I was like, hopefully you don't get offended. And she's like, what? And I was just like, I hope you don't take offense to this. And she said, what? What is it? And I was like, you're a very tall woman. Like, you're very, very tall. And she's like, oh, thank you. I was like, I'd never seen a 6'3" woman. Like I looked at her eye to eye. It was like interesting. And she's like, oh, is that like not a thing in your country? I was like, it's a rare thing. I was like, it's a rare occurrence. I was like, I only know one person that has like actually my height. Like I only knew one person that was like actually my height, and that was it. Like a woman my height. And people were like, really? I'm like, yeah. It was interesting. It was a very interesting time. Shot a bipod.
We are attacking objective.
Hell yeah, drink it up, drink it up. Sober girls around and they be acting like they drunk. Oh man, in the house parties, woohoo! There was high school. People used to drink and stuff at house parties and dance and stuff. Dude, we were chilling, listening to music. Some people did drink, but we played Dance Central because that's when I was the cool kid on the block. I had the 360 with the Kinect. Everybody wanted to play Just Dance. I was like, dude, screw that remote. I was like, let's use the Kinect. That shit was so dope. It was so fun. I don't know how I'm getting these shots when let people run by. I really don't. Hell yeah, drink it up, drink it up. Sober goes all around me, they be acting like they drunk. Why they gotta be acting like they drunk? To be cool? Just say that you were sober. Just say that you sober. I think it's funny. We grew up when Dare was like a huge thing, right? Like Dare was like it was very interesting. We grew up like as kids. We were just like, I would never do drugs and drink alcohol and things like that. They'll ruin my life. Never had tobacco. But then like in our 20s, we got Love Sosa, Hate Being Sober. We got that one song, I took a pill in Ibiza. We took that. we had that. I took a pill in Ibiza. It's like, oh shit. Raving like really took off. Like we were some man, we were some motherfuckers. Oh man, it was great. That was a great time. People ask me, they say, would you ever go back? I'm like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, I'd go back. I'd love it. I'd welcome it. I'd go back. Because it was just a time where you could just, I mean, I guess, no, I was gonna say, I guess kids now could do the same thing, but we are such an unserious generation. But the funny thing is, we have gone through some shit. Like, just like for us growing up, like Tupac and Biggie died, Eazy-E died, and then 9/11 happened, or Y2K. Then 9/11 happened. Then we had, was it the bird flu, the swine flu? Internet started. I'm just like, bruh, there's just so much has happened. We were able to question just anything in general with life, and we didn't get fucking torn out about, like, we didn't get in trouble for it. It was kind of concerning that we were reading books, like for Black History Month, we were reading stories in that giant literature book that we have, that we signed for in school. And there's some stories in there that had the N bomb in it. I was like, oh, they're like, can you read it out loud? I read it out loud. I was like, are you sure you want me to say that? I don't know if I should say that. Like, this seems a bit concerning. I don't know if I should be saying this. If Aaliyah was still alive, Beyonce wouldn't exist like she does. Oh yeah, dude. People said the same thing about Bernie Mac. If Bernie Mac was still alive, like if Bernie Mac was still alive, to be honest, Steve Harvey wouldn't be like as like Steve Harvey wouldn't be as popular as he is. Let's put it that way. Everybody loved and respected Bernie Mac. Dude, the Bernie Mac show, which I think is on, I could be wrong, but I think Bernie Mac show is on Hulu. So I gotta watch that. America. I miss Murray. Yeah, dude. I have the results. And everybody's like, oh, snap. Yeah. Get it up. Also drink it. And then also what's his, and then like, thank goodness T-Pain is still alive. I will say this, thank goodness. But T-Pain is the one that really blew up auto-tune. He didn't, and the thing is, he didn't even need it. Like, have you heard T-Pain sing without auto-tune? And also T-Pain is the king of features. I don't care what anybody says. He's the king of features. It's very interesting. Oh, EMR. I forgot what happened to Big Sean. boy. She loved the way I'm doing it. Yeah. I feel like if it wasn't for, let's see, I feel like if it wasn't for Diddy, 50 would have gotten further too. Who was it? Was it? I know 50 Cent messed up Ja Rule's career. I remember that. And then, yeah, 50 Cent messed up Ja Rule's career. And then I think it was, didn't Kanye was the one that ended his career? Because he was like, it was a bet. It was like, if he put out an album that did better than his, he would just, like, he would stop rapping or something like that. I think that's what happened. Did Kanye West and he did not literally end his career, but his album Graduation, outselling 50 Cent's Curtis in September 2007, marked a pivotal shift in hip hop, ending the era of dominant gangster rap and slowing 50 Cent's music career. He didn't retire, but as promised, after losing the sales wager for 597,000 to 691K, his YouTube video notes, his video says, this defied media article notes. Oh, okay. So it was a wager and he lost. And he was a man of his word. No, Diddy was threatening him so much that he just had to back off and got shot up. Really? Wait, was it in the I was gonna say the little, not little, but was it in the documentary? I still haven't seen that. He said bloop bloop. Early in the morning. You didn't know that Diddy put out hits on him, threatened his family and everyone that worked for him and his family? Oh, I know he put out hits on people. I know that for sure. I didn't know like exactly like who though. Straight up try to kill him. That's insane. Dude, hip hop is shit. I don't care what anybody says. Hip hop is shit now. I'm not even gonna say it's dead. It's just shit. Off the barrel. Nope. What if I put it right here? It's empty in the middle of the night. Oh, babe. Everything you do is amazing. All right, people. What do you call it? I was watching wrestling yesterday. Dude, it was funny. Because it was in Atlanta, and they were like, they showed Bow Wow. I mean, the man put on some weight. I'm there now. He put on some pounds. He's big in the face. But it's so funny because the announcers were like, he was little, but he ain't little no more. He got Bow Wow. I was like, oh, that is so funny. But, I mean, a lot of people are gonna still call him Little Bow Wow. It don't matter. Real Unknown DJ, what's going on? Hip hop isn't dead. trap and strip hop are dead. Okay, that makes sense. Whatever they try to do to make like the modern hip hop, like a lot of these stupid people, what they're trying to do, like that's dead. I'll be sitting there, I'm like, what the hell are they saying? I ain't gonna lie, I like the only reason why I like the only reason I like Migos because the beat they had, and then it was like the ad lib at the end, like that shit made me laugh. They're like, mama, oh, brain cells are dead in talent. It's a clip. It's a clip that it was Mos Def being interviewed. He's talking about Drake's music, and he was like, it's likable. And he goes, woo! He said, look at all these products, so many SKUs. He's like, you hear this at a mall. He's like, you hear this new song, this new Drake song is great. I was like, damn, it does sound like something you would hear at a mall. But then what's the name? Kendrick actually did say I like Drake when he make melodies, when he, I don't like when he act tough. And then when he said, I'm gonna bring back Puff, I was like, ooh, goodness gracious. See, like I like we grew up because we still had pure lyricism. Like now there are some out there. There's some out there still. But I mean, it was like you knew like who really wanted to be in hip hop, in the rap game, just in the music industry, I guess, because they were because like they put the work in. It wasn't like, you know, Spotify. There was no Spotify. There was no what's the name of it? Wow. No Spotify, no SoundCloud, none of that. Like you had to put the work in. You can't just like, oh, I'm gonna make this song and I'm just gonna throw it on Spotify and that's it. Like, no. Drake does pop rap. There's a place for it. We need fun music like Drake makes. Not anymore. What it was back then, yeah, but like now, honestly, now like after everything that happened, like it's not because of what what Kendrick said. It's just after the beef and everything. It just, to me, it's just his songs just weren't that great. They just weren't that great anymore. Because I go back and listen to like what he made back then, and then now I'm like his music back then was good. Maybe it's because I don't know. Maybe it's because the first time I heard it, like it was like the first time me hearing it, like hearing this guy, I'm like, oh, okay, it sounds dope. He has this person, he has this person, he has this person. Cool, but other than that, yeah, it kind of just, you know, this is me personally. We don't dance anymore. We don't dance anymore. You tripping? I mean, you know, dude, clubs are just, you know, maybe because it's just price of clubs and stuff. Shit. 170 million in sales. Again, I mean, people got different tastes in music. I mean, the shit I grew up with, I'm just like, I love music that I grew up with and everything. I love listening to it. Like me, I grew up listening to like NWA and stuff like that. Like listening to that and then comparing it, listening to like Drake and stuff. It's just it ain't the same. You like the new Cole? I didn't even listen to J. Cole. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't listened to any new shit in a while. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not one of those that like listens to like listen to an album like when it first drops or anything. It's just eventually when I hear it, the album could be like it came out right now, right? The album could be out like now, and I probably won't hear it for like another 2 or 3 years, and I'll be like, oh, okay, this song's pretty dope, you know, and I'll listen to it for a bit. That's just how I am. I can't just listen to something like straight up and just be like, all right, yeah, I like this. That's just me. That's just how I am. I produce all the OG CMW albums. Nice. Dude, they ain't kidding.
I'm
Trying
out. Who's got spare ammo?
going shooting all these rounds. Damn. No, thanks. Get another one just in case. 'Cause I know they're gonna shoot that damn sensor. Nice shot. Oh. Should give Cole a listen. His lyrics are top flight and the beats are solid as hell. Best quality I've heard recently. I'll give it a listen. Morning. Doo-doo. Bow, bow, down.
Nothing will top the 2000s music.
That is true. There's just a lot that was coming in with 2000s music. The music that cared. Because even us living in the West Coast, like we started hearing everything. We started hearing stuff from New York. Started hearing stuff from obviously we knew stuff from New York, obviously, but we started hearing stuff like in Texas. We started hearing stuff in Atlanta and Memphis. Hell, Louisiana. Shit. Like, yeah, in 1988 and 1994, like the best hip hop years, it's because like they were telling a story. Let's put that, like, when they tell stories, that's when it's good. And then like, yeah, 2000s music and back when they did music videos was really dope. 2000s was really like was pretty special, is because you had, I mean, no, it was also in the 90s as well, but they had it was like when you had R&B songs, but then they put rappers in it too, or it's like rappers with R&B artists in it. Oh man, it just, and then like R&B songs was like an actual like R&B songs were like actually like they told a story, like even in the music videos, and you're like, damn, this is so cool. Shit, even the song, I mean, hip hop song, Rich Boy with Throw Some D's. They just literally just driving down a neighborhood with Cadillacs with some big ass rims on them, and then it's just a party. Then after that, it's just a party, and him rapping, and it's just a party. Like, there's nothing difficult or anything like that. I guess it's just as I get older, I'm just like, because I remember when somebody told me to listen to Sexy Red, I was like, oh my God. I listened to it just a little bit. I had to turn that off. I was like, she whines too much. It's a lot of people that sound like they whine. They whine a lot. I don't like that. Like, stop whining. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Like, is
Sexy Red is the CIA plan on everything. I don't know what she is, but I'm just like, dude. I'm like, damn, dude. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, this part. This made me laugh.
Drake hip hop?
Hold on.
I know.
Drake
Because
is
we're here
pop.
for truth. We're here for
Drake
truth.
is pop to me.
Right, that's fair. In the sense that it's charting like pop music, popular music.
In the sense, like, if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, so it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
I'm sorry. When he
Commercial
said this,
music.
I was like,
Or
I
it's,
can't-
or it's you know,
It doesn't leave
shopping
my head.
with
It
an
can't-
edge in certain instances. Or,
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
of course, I mean,
It's
I
it's
get it.
commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
It's
formulaic music. That
it's
is
likable.
likable music. Yeah.
It's likable.
But is it? You know, I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
Woo! So many products. So
So many SKUs.
So many SKUs. Look at all these SKUs. Oh, so many products.
So much merchandising. So
Oh, I
many
love this.
barcodes.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here. They have everything here. Ah, This is great. This is a new Drake. You hear it? It's great.
Oh man.
Okay. What happens when this thing collapses? This is the thing that we're talking about. It's like nobody wants to talk about. It's like what happens when the columns start buckling?
They
Are
hate
we
him.
not in some early stage of that
They hate him because they
at
ain't
this
him.
present hour? Are we seeing like the collapse of the empire? Buying and selling. Where's the message that I can use?
Right.
You know, what's in it for your audience apart from being like banging the pom poms?
I mean, he got a point. He do. Like I said, yeah. It's just when you when you listen to it, to me, it's just like, what is it specific with Drake? Let me put it that way. It's like not a hate thing. It's just like, what is it specific with Drake that people like? You know, quote me a Yasin lyric for $10 right now. I don't need to. Like that's like again, it's just. Am I a huge Mos Def fan? No, I listened to his songs before, just like how I listened to Drake songs before. Hey, if you're, but you know Drake lyrics, like what, like not all, no, not like all, no, all his lyrics. It's just stuff that has like what is it? That have a catchy what do you call it? Hook. So yeah, but he's not mainstream. Don't need to be mainstream. That's the thing. Like, why does mainstream? I don't understand. Like, why mainstream has to be such a big thing. I have family members that don't even listen to mainstream music. They still like people are listening. I have like cousins that listen to mixtapes still. Because it's I get it's just like people's thought like or not thoughts on it, but a lot of people what do you call it? Oh God, what's the name of it? A lot of people just have like a certain, certain listen to music. But the point is that there is room for everyone. You need mainstream artists to support the industry. Yeah, but unless the industry is fucking over people and then causing people to leave, and then you got new people that come in that don't know it, or that they just kind of they just try to fall into what's going on in the industry. And it's like, are you actually helping what's going on? Like, are you being part of the problem that is causing people to leave the industry, or are you like standing against it? It's just like with video games, to be honest. Anything entertainment industry wise, like people are like, are you old enough to remember when Biden said, someone else's style would get you biting? What's wrong with music now? Oh, when biting someone else's style. Oh, I was like Biden. Yeah, biting somebody's style. Yeah. Oh God, what the fuck her song is? For me, it's the sampling. I know that's a big one for me. When people sample like a really popular song or a popular track, and then like they try to rap on top of it or something, like I'm just like, oh no, what do you guys do? Like, what are you doing? Please stop. Somebody who's like somebody younger than me, they wouldn't know. But then if I show them that, they'd be like, oh, this is what this is from. Oh, this is wow. Okay. Type of thing. Or they'd be like, hey, I like the new one better. New Max, BKC, and the Sunshine Band. Oh. Oh, did the game start? Nope, didn't start. Shit. But yeah, it's just for me. It's just I just like my early 2000s music. There are probably some. There's probably some like music that is like 2010s that are like sprinkled in there that I like. That's it. Homies old music. It ain't me. Yeah, my me. Oh, I see you. Oh, my microphone's off. Yeah. Gold. I don't know why I needed to do that. And a bottles rose gold. Turn it up. Get low. You might get the. Oh, I got 88 on him. Shit. Shot my teammate in the leg. You know all this. You know all the spots. It's this game. You got to play angles. That's the thing. You got to play it. You have to play angles, especially using a sniper rifle. If you know angles, you'll yeah, you're good. Because see, like, oh shit, terrible. Is it? No, back that way. Turn it up. See, like this song, I remember this song got me hyped. This song got me hyped when I was like just whatever I was doing. Cause Busta Rhymes be doing it. Turn it up. That was the shit. Turn it up. touch it, bring it back. How many cameras can you have active at once? Oh, just only one. Having this camera, oh, only one. Because you try to put down another one, the other one just breaks. I told them they should just like they should. It'd be cool to mess around if you can do that. Like just put a camera here, put another one somewhere else. All right, hyper limits. All right, I see you. You just laying it down. All right. Okay, I was gonna say, well, you got that. This song. Lupe, come back, man. Come back. Lupe need to come back. This made me like this made me try skateboarding. I'm busting my ass though. First got it when he was 6, didn't know when he just. Matter of fact, first time he landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had a talk with a list like this. But Shawty didn't quit, there was something in the air. So appealing, he couldn't fight the feelings, something about it. Labeled a misfit, a bandit, cuckoo. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so getting late here, so I'm sorry, young man. There's no skate here.